Maybe I'm not.
No offense to Spider-Man if you're watching.
Yeah, who knows?
Spider-Man, please.
Maybe I'm not.
No offense to Spider-Man if you're
What
watching.
Yeah, who knows?
Spider-Man, please.
Maybe I'm not.
No offense to Spider-Man.
It's like
No offense to Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
It's like the dude have you seen that video of the Tay playing TF2?
Oh god.
What? He was watching his own stream on the same stream, so he left it on for 8 minutes, and the audio kept repeating over and over. And it ended up taking the whole stream.
Was it just feedback?
Yeah, it was feedback and feedback, added on the feedback.
Chocolate brain.
It's a very quality video.
Okay.
Some stage right and others get the stain.
So I think it's probably like live right now.
It's live.
Yeah, it does say live. We did hear it.
Oh fuck! We all have to do a collective intro.
Okay.
No, we gotta do a barbershop quintet.
Okay, you start off because you're probably the lowest register.
Hello. Welcome to Brown.
This is already awful.
This is pretty bad.
Okay, so Chad.
Yeah, I'm Chad.
This is Chad, by the way, fellas. He's one of our guests for the day.
Hello, I'm
Chad, and we got Matt.
Hit me.
You can call me Chadwick. That is my full name.
And then you can call Matt Wick.
just to get some stuff out of the way, like just plugs at the start. You can follow Chad on Twitch at Chadwick
with 2 C's.
With 2 C's. Twitch.tv.
WICC.
Chad Thick.
And we also got Matt here.
Macaroni and cheese.
Matt has a bakery in his back. It's very great.
Whole ass cakes.
He has 2 big cakes.
Might as well call him Chad.
Bring those buns to the table.
Oh god.
Bring the buns.
24/7.
24/7. There's definitely some buns
He's got
in the
He's
got some hot buns.
He's got some hot buns in the kitchen.
Jello in the bag.
He's got that turkey breast on the back.
Enough sexual tension aside, you can follow him at SSB NAP. Right?
SSBM tutorials.
What do you want to advertise for yourself to follow if people like you?
No.
No, okay.
Don't follow my cooking channel.
You can
I made cereal and beef
SSBM.
You're going to be seeing him at the La Quinta on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday. So if you see him on stream there, you can say hi to him there.
No, it's actually what if we?
That's what I was going to start it off with.
Oh, okay. We tested the levels actually.
The levels? I already tested them out.
We already tested them out. Matt, we were prepared. They were prepared. This is professional equipment.
Okay, Chad.
We have 8 views.
So I feel like I don't know you very well. What are you into, Chad? Tell us about yourself.
What are your passions?
I play video games I hate. I don't like video games, but I play them.
Okay, you know what?
Okay.
I'm a gamer.
I feel like we all
I hate
like
games.
I'm a gamer.
I'm
a gamer. A humble gamer.
I'm a humble gamer. You know.
I don't brag. I got a $6,000 PC.
I love to game.
I play Maple Story on that.
Let me see. So there's that. I like underground music that people find cringy. That's fine.
Yeah.
I
feel you.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
with that,
Let's
reiterate on that.
Let's evaluate. No. We're going deep in.
Right.
Deep into underground.
Cybergoth rave music.
Okay, so
Chadwick, since you said underground music, how much do you adore Death Grips?
I love Death Grips. I wore a Death Grips shirt.
Okay.
That's out of the way.
Okay. Now that's out of the way. Next question.
Yes.
Captain Sparkle's Minecraft parody of Viva La Vida.
Viva La Vida. Honestly, not his best work. I'm gonna
not his best work.
No.
Where would you rank it on a scale of 1 to Steve?
Honestly, I wouldn't even give it a diamond.
Oh!
No, I would say.
I give that a creeper.
No,
that song fucking bombed.
No, it bombed it, dude. I don't like it.
No.
Okay. See, Captain Sparkles after his coke addiction just went down the drain.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, I know me and Matt know that the true GOAT, and I do mean that in an apt way, of Minecraft parodies is Galaxy Goats himself.
Galaxy Goats is
the
definitely
Galaxy Goat.
The Galaxy
Goat. He is the GOAT. He is actual.
Whoever did the welcome to my mind, he's got my heart.
Oh God.
I haven't heard
Whoever did the
that might be
painted black version.
Paint a
of like a Minecraft parody. It's a rare one.
It's a rare one.
that might be mine.
You don't want to talk about underground.
You have to go.
Yeah.
You have to go to the experimental section of a record store to find this type of stuff.
That might be MCAP Steve. I know my East Coast
God,
fellas
probably,
have
yeah.
introduced me to MCAP Steve.
Like in person.
I wish.
I would love it.
You got to know the right people.
God, I wish that were me.
You gotta make your own Minecraft parody to.
Honestly, I feel like I should make my Minecraft parody. I've actually never played Minecraft.
Dude, if you just put some CG
never
in
played
there,
Minecraft?
you get 3
So
billion
you're the one.
views and $3 grillion.
I've never actually played Minecraft.
That's crazy.
That's actually
Really?
nuts.
That's
I've
a
never
really.
played.
That's like a really.
It's my proudest
uncommon
achievement.
thing,
That's
to be
really
honest,
cool.
in our circles.
So if I make a Minecraft parody, it'd probably be the best one because I have no idea.
Because
what
you've got
You know what?
bias.
no bias.
Travis?
Yeah, perfectly original.
You may have never played Minecraft, but I know how much you like Roblox.
Roblox is
God.
underrated. Let me tell you, it's you know Gary's mod. It's like good Gary. He's non-toxic, has no voice chat, no toxicity.
When you thought about what we would be talking about today, Nathan, is this what you envisioned?
I envisioned like
Absolutely.
Chad
It's
being like
all going to
open, like
plan.
okay, this is what I'm all about. I mean, I guess it's all about Roblox.
Well, I'm having
Let
to
him
start.
be. This is passion.
Okay, so
Chad
hold on.
actually is
Let me
pretty
plug
passionate.
Roblox real
Alright.
quick. Okay, so I made my account in 2008. Right. We're gonna go for
right with my Wizard 101 account. We're right on the same day.
That's my Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh God, Wizards 101.
I remember.
before I was dating my current girlfriend.
You had a Roblox girlfriend, and she had a smoke.
No, before I was
Yeah.
dating, we actually played Wizards 101, and I have that recorded on tape of us playing Wizards 101.
Can you send it?
Yeah, I could play it. I don't know. Jen says she wasn't gonna watch because she doesn't think I'm very funny.
I could play.
But
Wow, dude.
I will send a clip that will make me seem like I'm funny, so she'll trust me more in the
She
future.
thinks I'm a brainless idiot.
Yeah, I'll send her this.
She doesn't
clip.
like looking at
I
my face.
I love Jennifer. You're probably not watching, but I love you. All right, and,
Jen, you.
Wizards 101. You know what? It's like bad. No, like
Dude,
I'm
Wizard
fucking-
101,
fucking
baby.
Say that to my fucking face in Wizard 101 PvP, dog.
PvP. No,
That was
Okay, guys.
What?
Okay,
Wait,
guys.
repeat both.
Okay,
Town.
Step the
Two
fuck
Town. Oh,
off.
Two Town was lit.
No Roblox. No Two-Town. Fucking Fusion Fall, dude.
Fusion. Oh no, Fusion Fall was so lit.
That was
No, there's a,
Oh, you're
no.
out of here, dude.
There's actually they actually were making a reboot for Fusion Fall.
No
Like
shit.
well, not a reboot, but it was like a community
Yeah.
reboot. Like like the private servers for Club Penguin and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were gonna make that, right? And then me and my friends were about to go in on this, right?
Oh shit.
And then there was some drama. There's like some like deep rooted drama.
There, yeah.
Yeah, with the mods and shit. So it got delayed, and it's been delayed ever since.
There was actual drama with that, with the Club Penguin rewritten.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there was like some like it was
There's
like click type mafia shit.
Penguin
That
drama?
was
Some like
Mafia
mafia
shit?
shit.
yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you don't put up my Club Penguin server, I'm gonna eat your shit.
Dude, no, they literally were going to it not in person because they're like 21 and they're still in their mom's basements, but they were going to like actually like DDoS them and like send them like malware and shit. It was weird.
Wow.
They really so
Hardcore.
yeah, it was like the private Club Penguin servers versus like there's this one server that just gives you everything. You can cheat on it. You can change whatever color. Put a hexadecimal color for your penguin so you can be whatever color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were like DDoSing this other like vanilla private server.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it got pretty bad.
Speaking of DDoS, anyone know any like the interesting ransomwares?
Oh, I know. Like
There's a fucking stupid ass like PUBG one right now or some
Really?
shit.
What's
Yeah.
ransomware?
Ransomware is where
They-
it encrypts. It's
encrypts
basically
all
a
your
virus
files.
that encrypts your photos and like personal files, and it'll be
Oh.
like, do this to get your files back.
Oh,
So they
Send-
have they
send
have
us
one for
69
PUBG where it's like
Bitcoin.
play an hour of PUBG if you want your files back. It's like okay, you can keep them. You can have my files. But back in the day, they had one for Toho. You guys know that game?
Oh yeah, and you had to beat Toho. Yeah.
You had to beat like get a certain amount of points, like 3 bajillion grillion or some shit.
Yeah.
On lunatic difficulty, dude.
I've seen
That
a
shit
video
sounds
on
fun,
that,
though.
Yeah. It'd give me a rush, dude.
Yeah.
I would definitely
like, oh, I'm so close to getting my files back. Never mind, this game's
I have to get my Club Penguin servers
Add
back.
something new to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, when all your fucking files are at
when
stake.
your life is your life is on the line.
Your life is on the line. Dude, I couldn't see that picture of Aya in his beautiful face smiling at me.
I hope
couldn't see that
Toho
anymore.
doesn't take my 57 pictures of mush mouth.
I have like at least 102 pictures of Toad in my theater. I hate to lose those.
I'm gonna like let out a little secret that I've never let out. That one image that's in my thread of images that describe my friends perfectly, but I don't tell them who they are. It's just an image.
Yeah.
The Toad one is you.
The Toho is me?
The Toad.
Oh, the Toad. Oh yeah, the Toad. Oh yes. See, I love Toad.
Mysteries unraveled.
Yeah. I'm main Toadette in Mario Party 6.
Oh fuck, dude, we gotta play.
I want to play Mario Party.
Net play.
I'm down for net play.
Dude.
You'll eat my ass.
Yeah,
I need that.
no doubt.
I need that for sitting and gaming.
Wait, do you need me eating your ass or do you need your ass?
Needs a
He
fat
needs that.
cakes to game.
Oh,
yeah, can't
dude.
game without the cakes.
I can't game without.
You know, I
the
think we've learned a lot about Chad already. Like, how about Matt? What are you all about, Matt? What do you?
Dude, he's all about chess. He's all about 400
Chess.
billion IQ.
Okay,
Rick and Morty F season 3.
Wait,
I'm all about that.
Hold on, chess.
Chess, yeah.
You play a lot of chess.
I played a lot of chess. Yes.
Like, who do you play? Do you play like against computers? Or
Who do you mean? Who do you mean?
No. I'm talking about like people. Do you play like within our group?
No,
or
I played online, chess.com.
online with like different people, or is it
Yeah.
like against a computer?
Yeah, different people.
That is really cool. You know, I'm not the best chess player. I don't think so. But there was like this one turning point for me. That's kind of how it is. Like when I was playing Melee,
Right.
and I picked up Peach, and it was like, okay, somehow I just got instantly better at like
Right.
every other character.
It's
He's
like
sick,
all just click, right?
It was this one year I went over to Mexico to see my father, and it's like, all right, you sack of shit. It's been a year. I know how to play chess. I know how to move a pawn forward. You're going down. He's like, oh, I thought about you suck of shit. I'll beat the dick out of you. And I did, right?
Right.
It's my father. He's Mexican. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with his decision.
I honor his decisions.
Yeah, you know, he does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And so we go get our haircuts, right?
Hell yeah.
With my two little brothers. They're off doing it. And they have a chess set there, and it's beautiful. It's like onyx and like jade. Like,
Damn.
it's the most beautiful chess set I've ever seen. It must have cost like a fortune. And they just had it at this barber shop, like on top of some other guy's house. Like, what the fuck?
Just sitting there.
It's like a fucking relic from the Aztecs or something. Like, I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude.
But
I'd probably cry. To be honest.
I did cry.
Oh.
Because we played that game, we were there for like 45 minutes, and I ended up winning. And I'm like, yes! And he's like, eek! I'm like, what the fuck? No, you fucking suck! And I'm like, yeah, I know, but fuck you, idiot. See ya. And then,
Honestly, that was a beautiful story.
And then-
it's a
yeah.
triumphant story.
and then, like, ever since then, like, a couple games I'd play with my dad, I'd beat him, and then my uncle, and it's like, whoa, you know, I've had a pretty good streak. But it's not until actually recently that I haven't started playing, but I've been watching a YouTuber kind of like go
Tom
through.
Bartholomew?
No, Agad
Hutch?
Nasty.
Yeah.
The
I know
Russian-
exactly.
Yeah, with the mole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching him. A lot of his breakthroughs, or
Nice.
not breakdowns of lots of the.
Have you tried Chess Network?
I have not tried any. I have not played any chess,
Oh, okay.
and I want to, like, really bad. I might go on to online chess, but
Sick.
also it's like online chess, and I don't know
Yeah.
how long am I going to be staring at the same computer screen.
Yeah.
And I don't want to burn
Yeah,
my
yeah.
eyeballs off.
Dude.
It's a game about like patience and stuff.
Yeah,
which I
not
have
lying.
plenty
They can just
of,
go
but
fucking
I
take
mean,
a shit and then come back.
Yeah.
The most popular form, I think, is like Blitz. It's like you
Blitz.
get 5 minutes each side, and that's it. And then you're, and that's it.
that's the
Like
thing.
5 minutes
you
for
know.
the whole game or just per turn?
5 minutes
Per move.
per side.
Oh,
So it's like you have
You have
5 minutes for
to
the whole
move
game.
a piece.
I'm not even paying that shit.
Oh wait,
No,
5
no,
minutes
it's
for the whole game?
Yeah, like you hit the
Oh,
clock, you hit the
oh,
clock,
oh.
it stopped the clock, and then
Oh
you hit the
god.
clock again, and then you put a piece down.
Yeah, that's
I would-
fucking.
I
The
would
craziest fucking shit is bullet, dude. Yeah, that's 1 minute.
Oh god.
1 minute for
That's
the whole
crazy.
game.
See, with chess, I'm gonna let you all know that like the only thing I know is the pawn, how the pawn moves.
How the pawn moves.
Yeah,
that's
you
all
don't
I
know
know.
how the anything else? Like the
Isn't there a horsey that you go up or left?
It
right?
goes in the L
Like an
motion.
L.
L, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
It's
the horse. There's
it's
the horse.
it's really simple, but it's like really there's like so many different combinations you can do.
I see.
I want to get into learning like what I see from what I hear from the guys is like, oh, here's the Italian defense, here's the French defense. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
But
What kind of
that's-
horses standing next to each other? What kind of shit is this?
There's so
But like
much.
they cover like 8 spaces. Like,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
exactly.
whatever.
King's Gambit, baby.
Oh god.
What a good start.
Yeah.
My dad demolishes some anus at fucking chess.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
He always demolishes mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my
Not
dad.
necessarily in chess, but usually.
Yeah, you know, kind of enjoy.
No, but
There's
Yeah.
so
Seriously.
much fucking shit that goes into it, like
so much.
pawn structures and how the strengths of like
I-
having your pawns. In
I
different
used to
places.
think pawns were like so expendable.
Yeah.
And they kind of are, but they're
The
like
strength-
comparably they're expendable, but they have their strength.
One
know?
of their strengths is that they're expendable, so
Mhm.
you don't want to trade one of your pieces for one of your opponent's pawns, right?
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like I don't know. Chess is really fucking cool. Bro.
I love chess.
One of the reasons
So-
why I dropped it though is like I didn't have anybody to play. That's one of the reasons I picked up Melee. So
I'll play with you.
all right.
So hard.
No, see,
Let's fucking
if you
go.
go to the
Let's
cabin,
go,
you could
dude.
grind out chess.
Oh god, the cat. La Quinta. I think last time, you brought a chess or you brought it up and it's like, oh, we gotta play. We never ended up playing it. It was
Yeah.
like, oh,
I don't think
yeah.
I brought chess to that one, but like I will bring it to this one though.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
I'd definitely be down.
That'll be dope.
There's a lot of like things going on, and we're probably going to be playing a lot of other games. But
Who's
chess
in
is
chat?
We gotta get a couple rounds.
And I can imagine for the people at home, the one
I
other
don't know.
fucking schmuck that's watching this,
Yeah.
finding it really boring that we're talking about chess. But like,
Oh, actually, yeah.
Chess is pretty
It seems
crazy.
like good old boy Nathan Russell's coming in soon, and good old
Hey,
boy Chris.
alright.
you know,
We also got AutoZone in chat right now saying hi, Dad.
oh dude,
I think that's directed to Chad, the dad.
Am I dead? Am I? I
He's the only
never
dad.
met Otto
He's
in
the
my
only
life.
dad.
Well, you are a dad.
I have no children, but you don't need to have children to be a dad.
He's
that's
got
true.
anime children, he's got drawings on his computer.
Yeah, I mean,
You
sure.
The daughter foods.
You could think
You know,
that.
he
I wish that character was my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like I know La Quinta's coming up on Wednesday. What are you guys most excited for La Quinta?
I would say
Tekken,
the crew
easy.
battle.
Crew battle?
Crew battle's like,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, now it's chess.
dude, I'm gonna bring it.
I'm fucking hyped, you know.
Last for your closing words on chess. There's like a point. I don't know if you've like, but there's a point where after you've like learned like the general pattern of the game, it just makes sense. It's just so fun.
Yeah.
It's just so
That's
good.
the thing. Like the first time I watched like one of the breakdown videos, it's like it does it in 17 minutes. It's like, oh, this has been a quick chess match, but like they'll go through it, and it's like, oh, he could have done this, but if he did that, this like would have
Yeah.
happened, you know?
Exactly.
Like it's so cool when psychology comes into play
Mhm.
because most of the time it feels just a little bit robotic. It's like, oh, this is what he's gonna do, and this is the
what I
best
have
option
to
for
do.
me. This is the best option for him.
Yeah,
blah blah blah
exactly,
blah.
yeah.
But then like they'll throw a curveball, and it's like, I'll just move my rook right in front of your king, and you see what
There you go.
happens. And then there's like,
See what
wait, what is he fucking planning? This is like against my fucking code.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, this
Actually,
is what I was
It-
programmed
It's
for.
just like fighting games and fighting in general.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, mix-ups.
That
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's
Competition.
also perfect for my style, like in life.
Like,
Well, I guess at least in games, because out of all of us here, I'm probably like the worst melee player, but I do get some like sick shit going on. Mostly because I don't do anything right, and I'll do everything wrong, but somehow it'll work.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
somehow I
the
make it work.
it's like an unorthodox style, but like you also kind of make up for your lack of like technical skill with like actual like
Mix-ups.
mix-ups
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
like
Stuff
playing your
that-
opponent.
Stuff I would never expect anyone to do. It just
Yeah.
happens.
Half of the time, I don't even fucking expect it. My thumbs are so fucking big. I'll be trying to do an up air, and I end up doing fucking side B. And it's like, what the fuck happened? But yeah, definitely chess crew battle.
Lethal League.
Are you excited for Lethal League?
I'm actually.
There's a lot of new games that we're getting into. I'm just really excited about.
Wait, who's picked that up, by the way? Lethal League.
Lethal League?
Oh, Canon definitely.
Dude,
Canon,
I think Canon's the what I've heard is the best.
Cannon's go.
Canon's the best.
I need to bring my Xbox controller if I actually want to compete.
Yeah.
Like that's the only controller I'm good with.
Oh, Canon, yeah, only plays PS3 though. So like, if we play GameCube, then
You're good.
I could probably get used to it. I mean, if you play on PC, we can all use any controller we want.
Yeah,
I can bring a Bluetooth adapter.
I have my Bluetooth adapter too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lethal League was fun.
No, my favorite thing about Lethal League is just like
Let me get that shit.
it's like.
This one has no.
It's like the game is just fun, even like when people are tryharding. You can make fun out of it.
It's fucking great.
It is pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
simple game. I don't want to even try hard on it. I just kind
but you know,
like the skill floor, like the level of like skill that people usually show off.
Very
It's
low.
like it's very intense, but it's also not too like.
it's not. Yeah, it's like.
It's not
Oh, I played the robot the other day. Nathan.
Switch.
Switch is my main.
Oh yeah,
Switch-
I
it
was
was so
switching to
cool.
dice.
Yeah.
I'm switching to dice. I was switching.
Oh,
Really?
Dice.
Dice is
yeah.
ass, dude.
No, Dice is
I
not.
hate
Dice is
Dice.
cool.
No, dice is not.
Hate Dice.
No,
Dice is awesome.
I played him because he looks cool. I'm like, oh, ping pong paddle
I
block,
think
dude,
he
let's
looks-
go.
Yeah.
Wait,
No, dice
isn't
is.
Dice the guy with the big head?
No,
That's
no.
the ping pong paddle guy.
No,
Yeah.
Oh.
that's Candyman.
Oh, Candyman, you're right.
Wait, what about him
I love
sucks though?
Candyman.
Why do you think he sucks?
He's just so clunky. He like has no mobility.
I didn't know the crocodile's
sucks.
clunky.
No.
Yeah.
Dice has some good angles, like up
Oh, he
and
has
down for juggling angles, like purposes. Like,
He seems like
Okay,
the
you're
most
right on that.
okay
Wait, do different characters have different
in a
angles?
sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Because like Switch's angles are not that good.
Mhm.
Like
No, they're bad. They're
Well,
very
Switch can hit
Yeah,
behind him and up.
He
Iggy
says
thinks-
that Candyman's angles aren't that good, except for his down angle, which is like a spike.
Yeah, that's why
It's
Iggy,
like literally.
Iggy
I
only
think
goes for
those
down
two-
angles, and he doesn't go for up angles because he thinks Candyman's up angle is terrible.
Yeah, it's so
But
weird.
Switch actually does not have an up angle, and he can't hit above him.
Well,
he
can,
does, but it's very
But
slight.
it goes behind.
Yeah, I mean,
Switch
he can.
up and behind.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the other
up
angles
and
go
in
like
front.
this and like this.
Yeah, even in front.
No,
Like,
no, no.
kinda like I've definitely had like a couple.
It's a reverse hit kind of deal.
We should have.
No.
I've never
Right.
had a reverse hit happen,
Yeah,
but
check.
I don't really.
Well, we're talking about the
Oh,
robot, like
well,
the
I
guy
mean-
that I was
Oh,
playing.
I'm talking about Candyman still.
No. But
Yeah, I can see any like
I
weird
think
reverse
it's a mod.
shots.
Mhm.
Let's see. Nathan Russell, Lilo. He says Tekken tournament hype.
Dude, yeah, Nathan's
Oh.
Nina. Let's
Nathan
fucking
is
go,
excited
dude.
for that. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Nathan was actually like we were like kind of okay on La Quinta. We're like, all right, here's a possible date, right? And then all of a sudden, Nathan's like, what if I just hosted a Tekken tournament? And he got like super hyped, and we were like,
I've been excited. I've had a fucking full bony since like a week ago when I
Full
suggested it.
booty.
yeah.
You can see the bloodlust in his
And
face.
then
Yeah,
I'm
you
like-
can say I'm pale.
we
as
like
a
tossed it
fucking
around. We
bone,
started,
all
like,
my
DMing
blood
everyone.
flows in my penis.
Yeah, his like his dick is so hard.
All the bones went into my penis, and
Yeah.
I can't get them out.
It was actually like the Tekken tournament that like got everyone hyped back on the La Quinta. And then,
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
Because it's just
I
like
don't even
fun.
like
There's
Tekken
players
that
of
much.
all skill levels. Donovan's gonna practice, dude. I'm hype. I'm gonna
Yeah.
practice melee for him.
Honestly, I thought
Yeah.
like not
Wow.
everyone was gonna take it seriously because we're all like melee players, but like everyone's more like
I mean, like with Tekken, I haven't started practicing, and I'm
It's
only
just
making
cool, dude.
I think
Like,
Tekken's
It's
cool.
just
It's
a
like-
cool thing to do.
Honestly, if
Yeah.
it's just like
Might as well give it a shot.
honestly, I wouldn't. Okay, so the reason why I even like Smash in the first place is just that it was so easy to pick up, where I just didn't need to know
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And because what I like games like you can see, I like Counter Strike. It's so simple, but there's complexities to
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You might not like Tekken then, because
It seems like
It's-
all
But
the-
it's a four, but
it's
it's four
super
buttons though.
complex.
It
No,
sounds
the
like
skill floor is pretty good though, actually. In there, I picked it up and I was having fun with it.
Yeah, yeah,
As a
well,
dude.
yeah. It's just like
it seems like the
see-
complexity compared to melee is a lot more
Exa-
front loaded.
I think
you have
it-
to learn that this combos into this and all that
See,
sort of stuff.
because I think just the way you think about life is the way you think about games as well. So it's just like I like doing some.
Yeah.
I like CS:GO. I magnetate towards that because I came from a Call of Duty. Like I like Call of Duty. I only like multiplayer games because I only like playing with people,
Okay.
sharing the
Yeah.
experience, and I'm on a 5 versus 5 team, which is standard, CS:GO. So I have a team,
Yeah.
and then with Melee, I go out in person and play.
Mhm.
With Tekken, it's Tekken. I don't know. It's just different to me, but I am intrigued to learn it though.
that's
Is the
cool.
part.
That's cool.
Because I like the idea that you have to you go out more than go online, but so I would never want to play Tekken online, to be
Oh, I
honest.
fucking love Tekken online.
Oh really?
I love getting
I feel like
pissed
I would
off, dude.
I feel like I'd get just I don't know. I would lose interest fast.
Getting pissed off is like what keeps me coming back.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
if something's got a rank system,
Honestly, like
That's
rank and
that's
getting
pretty
pissed
real.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of
Yeah.
also
Yeah,
boils down
I
to like
completely
how
get you.
Right?
competitive
You get
are.
pissed
Yeah.
off, and
I
that
am
makes you
not
want to either
Very
improve.
competitive, yeah.
Not very competitive.
Losing is like the most crushing.
Mario
thing.
Party though.
Mario
Like,
Party?
is something
You
I
just-
just like,
you
you
just-
know.
We're at
Oh,
two
what-
different
what is your
combos.
favorite Mario
We have
Party?
two different combos
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Let's
Okay,
like
yeah,
consolidate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking
We were on the same wavelength for a second
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. Getting pissed off.
In the
Definitely like losing, dude. It makes you want to improve so much, so much. Especially if it's like someone like Iggy, where you're like this fucking shit talking, shit eating
Yeah.
motherfucker beat me at some stupid fucking game that I don't even care about. Now I gotta practice that game for fucking 24 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like you want to prove that like you're like a good at like things. It's like,
honestly though, I actually no, I think you're right because with like you, anyone could probably beat me in this room at any game. But if there's one game that no one in this room will even come close to beating me. It's in Counter-Strike.
yeah, you're
Or,
good
like,
at shooters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's nice to have something you're the best at.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Everybody
yeah.
fucking loves that feeling.
Yeah.
What am I the best at?
Like I'd probably be I'd also probably be the best at TF2.
Oh, I'm probably the best at NFL Street 2.
And oh my god, I want to play that. I'm probably
you
bad
up.
though.
Give me-
Okay, no. Okay, I have
you
this.
up.
I have a game disc for
Me
it.
too.
We're gonna play it. I'm
Good.
down. I
I used
honestly.
to bring it to school because there's this black dude that like only played Mario Kart and NFL Street 2.
It was
Kirk, baby.
Yeah. He
Kirk,
worked at.
baby.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
He worked at Dave & Buster's, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
don't know what happened to him. He was one of my favorite people there.
Dude, didn't the setup just not show up to school anymore because Iggy?
That was
Yeah,
that was this semester.
I think it's because I used to just like fuck around, so I'd have a at least like a computer every time. So
Yeah.
even if like usually I was playing Tekken, but even if someone came that like wasn't a Tekken guy, I'd just run faster melee, and I had what are those USB
These adapters, yeah.
adapters. So
We had
you could always get like melee going or something.
That's
like
it's,
Guilty Gear, whatever.
it's pretty cool that
Oh, I'm just gonna do this like whenever I want to talk. But, like, you can like finish your
yeah.
sentence.
It's kind of cool how everyone just met. You know,
Yeah.
I was like because I met Iggy through Facebook.
Oh, right.
I met him before anyone here.
Yeah.
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
both want to play NES or you just?
No, I played NES and I you know how I got gold and I was the top ranked NES in the season on NetPlay. Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
yeah, I was the only one in gold. And then some guy that I met through NetPlay, he invited me to a tournament. His name's Nigo. I think you might know him.
Nigo, yeah, FD. That was FD.
Yeah,
because
that
you
was
live
FD.
close to FD.
Yeah, I live like the town over. So he invited me to a tournament. So I knew him, right? And then on Facebook, Iggy posted, "Oh, I've been wanting to learn NES, but there's no NES people, and no one knew a NES person." And then I got tagged in because he knew me. And then Iggy messaged me. He was like, "Oh, hey, you know a lot about NES?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I showed him I was the top ranked NES. So I was like, "Oh, so you know a lot." And then we talked. And I taught him how to set NetPlay because he never even played NetPlay at the time. I was actually better than Iggy for a whole year before until he improved and then became better than me.
Yeah, he's
Until it
started
happened. But it's
Wait, when was that?
this was 2015 and when I first met him because I was going to school in the spring of 2016.
Okay.
I was starting to go to school.
Because that was like because we all met him because we finished our school. In
Yeah.
2016.
But I was talking to him like not daily but like kind of like
Yeah.
like every
Yeah.
couple of weeks.
Occasionally.
That's crazy.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah.
So like that's like how you guys met. Like,
How we
that's,
met,
we
yeah.
wouldn't have even met you if you didn't like play NES. That's
Yeah, which is weird. I actually only played NES because I was a PM player and I made Ganondorf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a PM player because I
You're in the Balk right now,
No,
dude.
yeah.
This is a historic PM house.
Yeah, I've never been here too. So.
The people living here are making the documentary.
Really? Oh, for the PM doc? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
That's my game.
My history goes from.
I'm probably the best at PM.
Yeah, you're probably the best.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
There's this man right here.
I beat you one time as Donkey
No.
Kong and Bulbasaur.
It was, but you know who beat me was twice in a row. It was Matt Aguilar with his
Aguilar.
DDD.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say like because we had Chris in chat saying art and video games is an art form. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like I was just gonna say because like you said earlier, like how you like think about life in general is like how you also play video games. I was like thinking about correlations too with like how I see video games and how I play, why I play, and like how that affects my life.
Mm-hmm.
I was like thinking about that for a sec, but I couldn't think of anything.
You can think of it's mostly what it ties down to is I like sharing a feeling with someone. I like sharing like we both like accomplish something, right? Like that's why I like being on the CS:GO team. Why I like playing on TF2 team.
Mm-hmm.
Why I wish doubles was big. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me. Like for me too. It's like also you want to have a sense of accomplishment with like your friends. I like that.
Because I'm more about like. Oh yeah. Let me just say I'm more about pride is the thing. But like I'm more prideful. Like I'm not. I won't say I'm like the best, and I don't like saying I am the best. And I like sharing. The what's the word?
Sharing in the accomplishments, kind of.
The accomplishment or sharing the
glory.
The glory, the glory. So
Dude, I'm all about proving myself.
Prove yourself. So you're like the opposite, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's just like it's the same kind of because pride and like that sense of accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
Like I just had an example, but I'm forgetting it.
There was something interesting that was said. I can't remember where, but it was somebody's talking about external gratification, which you can find in like games like where's the Space Ninjas game? Where are you familiar?
Space Ninjas.
Fuck. Well, there's external gratification where it's like you get like
you.
You're very I don't know. You can get like a lot of like armor and stuff that look cool for your guy. But there's internal gratification where the most you get is like you win, and then that really does it for you.
Yeah. We need a quick aside because Cannon in chat just said, "Be quiet, Chad."
No.
Wow.
Okay, go back to it.
Thought we stopped.
No, that was just
Thanks, Cannon.
Yeah, but like where the gratification comes from, like I really outplayed him there, that sort of stuff. And do you think there's like an inherent like difference between playing for like I don't know something playing for stuff versus playing for yourself?
Oh, that was like a big debate with Icky, right? Like with cash prizes versus like.
Oh yeah. He was talking forever ago. We were having a big argument because he was talking about how like most people like play fighting games, or all the top players play fighting games mostly for like the money, or at least that it's like a huge part. And I was like, I think if there's no money, they'd still be playing. I mean,
I remember this conversation. Yes.
Oh, you were there,
Yeah.
Money can't get you there, The wanting to play.
You already have that. You already want to win. You already have this game that you love, where the skill ceiling's super high, and you've almost reached the fucking ceiling, and you want to be the best, right? Yeah. So the money's like great, like.
But no one's playing for the money.
I don't think anyone's playing for the money. Because even like with most of these scenes, like the same players who are playing when there's no money, are still playing. It's not like they ever got discouraged halfway along because there wasn't any money, and then came back when there was money. It's usually just that they loved the game, and they kept improving as the games kept going on, and now they're still a top player, even like since the fucking older games. Like for Melee, right? Mango, whatever, all those other guys, they've been playing forever, right? Like before there was any money, they were playing, and they're still top players.
I think the biggest example is Zero. He would win every tournament, right? He'd win all these tournaments, and he still retired because he lost love for the game. And he could have had all this money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like money won't get you there.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I think Matt's talking less about that and more about stuff you earn in a game, like when you're playing an RPG or an MMO.
I honestly don't.
I think it's more casual in nature.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like playing like grinding out stuff and
Though it's kind of hard to tell the difference at times because you like grinding out.
Yeah, grinding out stuff in like WoW is just like I don't feel the same way. It's like the same way of boxing a knife.
Grinding in a fighting game feels a lot more rewarding than grinding in like an RPG, because at the end of the day,
you yourself are getting better. Right?
Well, you're getting better either way just by playing it a lot. But in the fighting game, you like really invest yourself. It's grinding to improve, rather than grinding for stuff that'll make the game easier.
And honestly,
like someone could be the same skill level of the game going. Let me just finish that. Can be the same skill level in a game from like when they start to when they end, and it's just that they have better stuff now, so they're able to beat harder enemies.
Well, I was kind of thinking you were making the comparison between like a fighting game and like an RPG or
just
something.
the gratification, not comparing the systems.
And the game was Warframe, by the way.
Oh,
Warframe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Space Ninjas.
Yeah, she said
Oh, okay, yeah. I think we played that for a little bit.
I played like a very tiny
But
bit.
I mean, when it comes to like when it comes to like RPGs versus kind of like fighting games, I mean, the gratification system is weird, but like, you guys like were talking about improving. Like, is there really like an improvement? Like, oh, I could say I'm the best Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time player.
Well,
You know?
yeah, but at that point, it's the competitive drive that we were talking about before, right?
Yeah, so you can even get that in grindy games.
What is it? The guy who's still speedrunning. Who's the top
Cosmo,
speedrunner?
whatever.
For what?
ZFG. Yeah, ZFG. He's still friggin' grinding out new routes for 100%.
I was
like
looking
still
for
doing
A's
that.
Twitter, and I put ESEA. My bad. I'm thinking about CSGO.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, are you saying like people aren't trying to be the best Ocarina of Time player? Like, how do you mean by that? Like,
Well, I mean, like, what's definitively like the best Ocarina of Time player? It's like how well you can fight the enemies, or how well you can exploit the game. You know, like when it's a fighting game, it's kind of just cut and dry. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's true.
I beat these people. I am better than them.
Yeah.
But like, there's different elements that can go into like,
Yeah.
oh, I need to hit this fucking piranha plant and jump on Luigi's head to get over here, or like, I'll just beat the shit out of the piranha plant, fuck Luigi, and I'll
it's more great.
do it eloquently or something like.
I think he's talking more on a base level and less on like all the subjective like speedrunners versus like 100% completionists versus
Yeah.
all these other
But
places.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, what do you base?
who has like the most skins or whatever? You know,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, like the
I think like yeah.
the what is it? The collector's mindset,
Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah.
I want all of the stuff from this game.
I think that yeah.
Do you think that sort of drive is different from I want to be the best player that I can be?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think the general like mindset too to like compare that to like actual like life philosophy is like someone who just wants to like be successful and like just wants like as much money and stuff as possible rather than someone who just wants to like do like a bunch of shit in life.
Like
that's-
literally finish their bucket list, basically.
yeah, finish the bucket list kind of deals, you know.
Yeah.
Rather than someone that like just was like, all right, I'm gonna go to school and grind and go like get my my degree and then get a job and do that kind of stuff. There's someone who like wants to do a bunch of shit.
Not everybody gets the stuff though. It's kind of,
Yeah.
in a sense, it's legendary, but like it can be very impressive in a sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys ever play any of those games where I know Donovan kind of has this, but in like a different way, and that he used to play like a mobile game, and he was like rank 12, his like whole guild and shit.
at one point I was ranked like 5.
But I'm talking a different thing.
What
but
game?
like being
It was called I'm sorry.
What?
It was what the fuck was it?
Oron something or other.
Yeah,
What was it about?
it was
Kings of Avalon.
Kings of Avalon. Yeah.
Oh, I
that's
was
what it
on
is.
funny. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a different server and like group I made like by myself, and I got people to come with me. Made it up to like the 5th like top ranking,
God damn.
like with power and everything. But I think like that was when I was in Mexico and I had like more time to invest because it was vacation. But then I came back. I had a little sister. I had school. I wanted to get a job, and I ended up like not playing it. And that was an experience that made me like super sad because like I had actually grown like attached to all those people. Like we would end up like talking like in a line group, and it was just like a bunch of us. Like me, I was like fucking 17. There was a 19-year-old girl. There was a 45-year-old man, and 72-year-old woman. It was just like a bunch of like different people from like India and Asia, and that just felt like. I don't know. There was something like super cool about that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
we're
it's
all
like
just
you guys
playing
went- you guys
this
went
stupid mobile game, but we're all just kind of like getting to the top, which
Doing
means
it
nothing,
together,
but
yeah.
doing it together.
Yeah. No, that's what I look for, to be honest with you.
That's why I loved it so much because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was such a team.
Yeah.
It was like a
Such
team
a
building
fun experience.
exercise,
With
but
people
like
you're never gonna
for a
meet.
while.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Nathan, yeah.
Sorry, Nathan.
My original thing I was gonna say
Yeah.
was, have you guys ever played a game where you
It's like a grind.
you don't have to necessarily become the best, but it's a game where there's
You
like
seem-
not too much known about it, so you like figure shit out, and now it's like you have a huge advantage over most of the players, and you become like like a fucking beast.
Oh,
Like-
I actually have experience like that.
Old like
But
like there's this old Soul Calibur 2 player who's talking about like back in the day, like Melee's got like a lot of exploits and techniques and shit, right?
Yeah.
But since the player base is so huge, like everybody knows them.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a few things that like maybe the majority of people don't know, but it's like usually it's like not gonna give you that big an edge. Like all the like the super like useful techniques are already known, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like wave dash, that kind of thing.
But like back in the day for like fighting games, when there wasn't too big a crowd, games like Soul Calibur had all this shit, and you have these people that were like super dedicated to the game, and they learn shit that like nobody knew. Like Ivy has a combo, and one of the top players at the time figured out that you can air control, which is kind of like DI. Basically, you choose a direction to like kind of go in the air while you're being juggled.
Mm-hmm.
You can air control a certain way, and this was like super fucking underground. He never told anybody, and he would win techniques with this shit, or win tournaments with this shit. Which is that you can air control in like a certain direction to where you'd end up behind Ivy, and this at the time was seen as like a guaranteed combo. As soon as Ivy gets this launch, she gets these follow-ups guaranteed, right? Mm-hmm. He found a strategy where you would air control behind her and get a guaranteed back grab.
Damn.
And he was showing clips of like doing that twice in fucking tournament against this guy, and he was probably like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So for me, that game was Dark Souls. I used to be big into Dark Souls PvP. Mm-hmm. All these fucking techniques that like nobody knows. So I ended up being like one of the best, and there was just kind of that pride. It's like, holy, but nobody plays this game, but I'm one of the fucking best.
Do you think that making that knowledge like widely distributed is almost like
it kills it a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like needed in order to make the community grow, or because like
maybe
having such a large?
I think as the community grows, it just becomes more well known.
But it's just like if I just personally me, I would definitely make like a YouTube video about it just so I could like get the views. It'd be nice.
What game is it for you that you like knew all the strats that nobody?
One time I found I actually made a list for this Pictionary mobile game. And I would literally just spam all the 3-letter words when I saw one, and I was literally 5th on the ranking in the United States of America. It's so I never even looked at the drawing. I just saw how many letters. And I just spammed, and then I grinded that way.
I had a kind of experience like that. It was super weird because I don't know how I didn't find out about the Melee scene when this happened, but I was doing Donkey Kong like what is it? His cargo throw? Mm-hmm. Cargo throw follow-ups on Donkey Kong on like at like various like percents like that, and I posted them on like Pastebin or something, and like I never found out like I never searched up just Melee and stuff like that. Never found Smashboards. And we went our separate ways.
How old were you?
I was like 13.
Oh shit! This is back in the day.
Yeah.
This is like so 40 years ago.
It would have been so
so you see that picture? Anything that was like 4 years ago?
I didn't have experience with that. I had no idea.
Yeah. Dude, being like almost top, not top. I've never been like top at any game. But for Dark Souls, I was like up with the big dogs. And you know, I have a channel for Dark Souls PvP, and I still get like the old Dark Souls PvP legends like commenting on my video, and it's just like, I feel honored.
We like looked back at that video.
Shitty, buggy ass game community.
We like looked back at that video recently, and there were like all those comments. And like,
there's like 2,000 views.
Wait.
Oh shit!
Oh, wasn't there someone at OCC that was hacking in Dark Souls like in the?
Yeah, that was Dark Souls 3. Just some shitter.
Just some shitter hacker.
Yeah.
I didn't have an experience with that kind of deal, but I did have like experience like with Donovan, like the whole like having that group of like random people you just meet. That was me with Jiff Boom, dude. I got big on Jiff Boom.
Dude, the hacking scene for like games are weird. You know, there's a thing in CS:GO where people will play hack versus hack.
Oh like, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's crazy.
Where there's like a meta game around.
Yeah. So two can fucking outshoot.
Whoever code the best hacks.
But then, like, how did you both not just like what is it called? Rage hacking?
Rage hacking?
Where it's like you
I think that
spin bots? Like,
they find ways to counteract that kind of shit. So that's why it's interesting.
They'll like throw a perfectly placed nade, or like they'll molly him off. There's like ways because there's projectiles in CS:GO technically. Yeah.
4D chess.
It's 4D chess.
Pretty much.
Everyone's spinning around. It's 4D chess.
That reminds me of this
or I guess
one
who
video.
just knows where to find the right mods.
This reminds me of this one video. It was like 15 minutes long of like two hackers like online playing Mario Kart and going around like Yoshi's Island, and it was awful to look at. It was just a disgusting mess of just like bugs and glitches and like in the air, and it's just like what enjoyment. I don't know. It looks fun. It looks funny, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's certainly like interesting, like to see games broken like that and pushed to their limits.
Yeah.
But it's kind of ugly at points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Melee.
Dude, Melee sucks. Let me tell you, Melee sucks.
It's kind of fun though. Like for me, old Tekken games are fun because they're like so fucking broken. Like there used to be. So one of the fastest launchers in the game is the Electric Wind Godfist.
Mm-hmm.
It's a frame perfect input, and it comes out in like frame 14, right? In Tekken 3, the top tier character was Ogre, and Ogre had a move that was faster than Electric, 12 frames. Unblockable and started a combo. So he was obviously top tier in that game.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of fun to like I've always wanted to play a decent ogre and try and like beat him.
I have an idea. We should go like on like the shittiest like free game website and try to find like an actual fighting. You know, like the game.
I don't want to play like a
shitty
free game. I'd rather just play like an old fighting game no one cares about. Like Fighting Layer EX is out now, right?
What's that?
Oh, it's not out yet. Fighting Layer EX, you guys know?
No.
It's the one with Skull Mania. It's like it's basically a reboot of a super old arcade game, and it's kind of getting some new light. But the original one, right? Like no perfect example. None of you guys have seen it, but everybody says the game's fucking sick. It's Fighting Layer was the old arcade game, and you can emulate it on MAME and shit. But that shit sounds more fun to me than like random Flash games, like fucking Devil May Cry.
Trying to find the most.
Devil May Cry Flash.
Well, I don't know. Like the game I was playing, it was like one of those like resource collecting games.
Yeah.
There was strategy elements to it, like how many soldiers you would send to like destroy this other town, and then they had like people send reinforcements. But
Like the Clash of Clans type of game.
You said
that, but it's like a huge kind of map. And you can attack like whenever you want instead of like going into like some weird cloud and then it's like, oh, there's their base. Like you can see their base and like where they send their people for resources and everything. I thought it was a really cool game, and like what you guys were saying, like I think it'd be cool if we just like got a whole team of people, and it doesn't even have to be like a shitty mobile game. It could just be like anything. And just fucking dominate it like as a team. Like we create our own fucking clan and just like wipe it out because we're so synchronized and we're actual real people talking to each other.
Just get on Discord every day.
Actually, like what if somebody actually like developed a meta around like what was that? Like Kung Fu Panda fighting game, you know, or like
the Kung Fu Panda fighting
game.
There's a scene for the old ass like Super Nintendo Sailor Moon fighting game.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Corey Gaming.
Yeah, Corey.
Yeah, the Corey Gaming video.
Yeah.
That shit looks fun because it's so stupid.
Dude,
that kind of stupid shit is so much fun.
No, I really like really broken games.
Yeah. That game is broken as shit. But like I loved how he introduced that game. Like it's like, what if there was like all this bullshit in the game? And it's like boom, doom, doom, Sailor Moon the fighting game. It's like what a stupid, terrible game.
I think a really good example is what was it? Of this like just. It was a what was it? Shrek Super Slam.
Yes,
a good example of like
Trumpet Dashing.
Trumpet
Dashing.
I remember that.
People actually taking this game that looks super awful and was like super broken.
Wait, what the fuck is Trumpet Dashing?
Trumpet Dashing is canceling your air dash.
You cancel the air dash with and then I think does Gingerbread Man have the best Trumpet Dash in the game? Okay, yeah.
No, Little Red Riding
Little Red Riding Hood's top tier.
She's top tier, and I think she's banned now.
I've never played this game.
There's Shrek boards. Shrek boards is a thing.
Shrek boards.
There was one tournament that I found on YouTube, and it was Black Knight versus Red Riding Hood.
All right, guys, we gotta dominate Pac-Man Fever.
I will fucking destroy you guys.
No, fuck no.
I saw that, right?
I know Chad fucking jumped when he heard Pac-Man.
Pac-Man Fever. Which one is this?
No, Pac-Man.
It's Mario Party.
It's a Mario Party ripoff, but I'm actually the best at Pac-Man.
Maybe not.
No.
What? I saw it in Target, right? And I'm like, okay, that's got Pac-Man. It's got Heihachi in it.
No, it does. Yeah, it does.
You know, they have an old Namco versus game that looked really interesting. It was like Namco versus Capcom back in the day, before Tekken versus Street Fighter or whatever.
But yeah.
Shitty one. I always wanted to try it because I never hear whether it's good or bad.
It was like I remember being so disappointed with the game because it looked garbage. Like
it looks
the presentation was
that looks garbage, but the gameplay is actually fun.
It was fun.
It's like what I hate about Mario Party but like added onto. But it's not like. So it's like you win mini games and you get to advance because you win mini games.
Yeah.
It's not like you just randomly get dice and get coins. No, it's like you have to win mini games to win the game.
And that dictates how many spaces you move.
Yeah,
Classic.
that's why I like about it.
Who's played Dokapon Kingdom?
My friend wanted me to play that.
Nobody?
Nobody.
What is
Okay.
it?
Wait, I've heard of
It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like Mario. It's like an RPG
it's
Mario
another
Party
he's not
mix,
gonna play
where it's like
second.
you go around and you try to like
monsters.
towns, monsters.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've always wanted to play it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
No,
You haven't known hate until you've played Dokapon Kingdom. I'm not kidding.
Mm.
You're just sort of sitting there and you're waiting for the next move and you're thinking about how bullshit that last game was. Because it's literally rock, paper, scissors. You're playing rock, paper, scissors in the game, and it's like a modified version, but still, it's like you feel cheated at every opportunity.
Okay,
Yes.
low
The
key.
game cheats.
Yeah.
Low key, there was an actual like online rock paper scissors game that I used to play
No, okay.
on the iPhone. It was called Rochambeau or something, and it got intense. There was leaderboards and there was online play.
There's leaderboards.
I played the
This
shit out of
person
it.
won more
How high did you
rock, paper,
get?
scissors.
Was it like was it like an active scene?
Not really. It was just like an online mobile game, so it was just like a small like a player like the player base was just as it was, but like it would get like there was like flashy animations. It was like 3, 2, 1, shoot, go. And it's like whoa, you won. It's like oh, wow.
Totally tubular.
I won.
You did.
You know, I was like a little ass kid, so I was like, yeah, I beat this guy in Rochambeau, dude.
My
It felt
favorite
tense.
stereotype's the California surfer. It's the best stereotype.
Yeah, bro.
It's literally the best.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Chug a couple broskies, fuck a couple Indian chicks. No, yeah.
Whoa.
I'd fuck a man.
No.
That'd be crazy.
nicely.
That'd be gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be gnar bars. Shred
honestly,
Ranch it up character.
Living in California has been weird, man.
Shredding waves.
I'd live-
Picking
From
bread.
I am from California.
From Ethiopia.
I'd live.
But it's just like I go to New Mexico, right? I go to New Mexico. Everyone drives the speed limit, but like is very cautious and nice. No one honks at you.
Wait, where?
In like New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I've been there too.
Like a small city, New Mexico, right?
I would-
Everyone's kind. Everyone's nice.
Which town?
I went to because it's where my grandpa used to live. So
My grandma lives in Taos, so
no, that's not.
yeah.
Or
Or like
it's just a really small town. I
Santa
forget. But it was
Cruz.
it's where my grandpa used to live. We visited him, and it was like the best. Like I felt like very warmed and welcome. And I
It's-
come back here, and I learned how to drive, and I've never been more pissed off in my life, dude.
Yeah, it's more like California's a very busy place compared to like
Yeah, but it's just like
New Mexico is very serene if you've never been there. It's very, very
yeah, no,
quiet.
it is very nice. I actually like. It makes me question if I like the big city. You know.
Like going there for the first time as like only knowing the city, I was like, this place is boring as shit. I gotta drive so far to get to the Trader Joe's. This is some bullshit.
it's-
The second time I went, I'm like, I like this. I can
Yeah, I know.
I'm like really calm. You
My
know?
dad's from Alaska, dude. All the drivers there are super nice. Everybody's super nice. It's a beautiful place.
Are you in
Mhm.
Alaska? Where are you in Alaska? Or
My dad's from. Oh fuck! I feel like I should know this. I want to say Homer, or maybe Anchorage.
wait, is it? Is
Huh?
it a city or a town called? How like sparse is
City.
Alaska actually? Is it like
I don't
miles
know.
and miles of
you
nothing?
know, I'm not the kind of guy to ask because I'm really shitty at geography.
Mm.
I don't know any place.
I don't like math.
You're really bad at geometry.
No,
Geography.
I don't like math.
You don't like
I
math?
love math. Wait, how do you not like math? You play chess.
I
You
mean,
play 4D chess.
That's not.
You have to visualize
It's not
it with
the same.
mathematical equations.
Math is for
you have to add 2 plus 2 equals knight to b3.
Mm.
I like
3.
math.
That's a number.
Math is
3 is a
You
number.
don't have to talk to anybody with math.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You right.
I know you don't like to talk to people that much.
Yeah, dude.
That's one of like the good things about like just being a stalker at Albertson.
Whoa.
It's just like you don't have to like.
Whoa, let's not go that
Well,
far.
no, he's saying stalker.
no,
Stalker.
no,
Stock.
Wrong
Stocks.
stocks. As in I stock groceries.
He stocks groceries.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Oh.
knowledge. Not a cashier
Shut up.
or like a sales
Shut
associate.
up.
He stocks the items.
I stock.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with any
I
customers.
could just go in the back.
I actually like dealing. I like dealing with customers.
Dude, I
Me
used to work in
too,
a
yeah.
factory. I didn't have to talk
love
to
dealing with
fucking
customers
anybody.
too.
I like dealing with.
I don't know. That's
When I
just
say
like my.
deal, I mean beat the shit out of them.
You're gonna say something, Don? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking say something. If I see another granny ask me for another elf on the shelf, beat the shit out of her. that did happen to me. That did happen to me, like when I was working at a Walmart one time. I was just coming back to like the back room. This lady comes out of the video games aisle. She's like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Do you know what an elf on the shelf is?" Yeah. What do I look like? It's like, where are they? It's like, I was scared for my life.
Oh my god.
She like pulled out a gun on me and was like, listen, dude, where's the fucking elf on the
ever
shelf?
happened?
Shooting a gun.
What's the most hostile like customer?
I have an actual like. Okay, I'll tell my hostile, and I'll tell my least hostile.
Okay.
Because my least hostile is probably the most interesting.
Okay.
So my most hostile was I wasn't working in the men's section, and then someone quit like being a cashier. You're like, oh, do you want a raise? We'll make you a cashier. So like, all right. So I go, learn how to be a cashier. It's like my third day.
You got a
on the
raise
job.
for being a cashier?
Yeah,
Most
maybe.
places, I feel like stalkers make more, don't they?
Well, I was working there already for like 6 months, and they were like, "Oh, we like where you work, but if you go to cashier, we'll give you 50 cents more." I'm like, "All right."
Cashiers.
Because like somebody left, so
Yeah.
yeah. That was like incentivizing you to take the position.
Yeah. So I took it, right. This lady comes in, right. I don't know how she was buying like these $200 clothes. She's not, I don't like to judge people, but like she was very like.
She was a bitch.
Yeah, she was a bitch. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. So I ring her items, right? I ring her items, right? She's getting a suit and jeans, like a men's suit, because she had like, I don't know if her son, but she was like 60, and this guy was like definitely like in his like early 40s.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was paying for his suit and jeans, right? Yeah. So I get it. I ring it up. I take the hangers off because that's just unless they ask, I take them off. She was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm just taking the hangers off. I'm gonna put it in the bag." And they're like, "No, you're gonna wrinkle it. Put it on a hanger." So I put on a hanger, and I realized we're out of like the bags. You put the hangers on them. So I go look for the back in the bags. I'll be like, "Be right back," and she started getting really mad with me.
Okay.
And so I go to the back. We have a little side room closet. I grab the more bags. Mm-hmm. I open it up, and then this is my first time using a garment bag, so I don't know where the hole is to open it. And she was getting really pissy at this point. And then I get the clothes. I realize how to put it in the bag, and she was like, "No, what are you doing?" I'm just like, I'm putting it in the bag.
Like, listen, you old bitch, if you want fucking
she was like,
directions,
she's like, you put the suit in a different garment bag than the jeans. But these jeans, they don't get wrinkled, right? You just regular jeans, right? You're gonna wash them, right? I didn't say that, obviously, but I'm just really confused at this point. So I go get another bag. I start doing it really slow. I was like, why are you working here?
Oh my god!
And she starts questioning why I'm in this position. I'm like, I'm new. I'm sorry. Would you like to speak to a manager? And she's like, no. And she just snatched it from my hand while I even put the thing in the bag, and then she left.
Did she pay?
Yeah, she paid.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I got that. That's the most hostile. Okay.
Jesus.
And then the son was just before he exited the store. He was like, and then he walked out.
Well, he was mad at you.
Yeah, he's mad at me.
No.
He gave me a stern look, and he was like. And then he walked out.
Wait, so it was a mom and a son?
I can't tell if it was a mom and a son, because, like, why is mom buying him, like, nice, like, $200 clothes?
They were for him. Okay.
Yeah, they're for
There was
him.
an age difference, though.
Yeah, there was an
she
age
was wearing
difference.
suit pants and jeans
Yeah,
at
so-
65.
These two people
See,
were
if that
together.
was
Yeah, they're
my mom,
together.
I'd be like, yeah, I feel with that.
Yeah.
I live with this dumb bitch.
I have the more interesting story. The more interesting story is my
tell.
least, the customer that loved me the most. It's weird. This story gets weird.
I'm ready.
So
We had
it
a
was
similar
a really,
discussion last time, and
Yeah,
he
we
had a
did.
nice
So
one.
Dom
He had a
already
really
told
nice
his
Oh,
pleasant
okay.
customers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I watched maybe like 30 minutes of the podcast.
I
and
had
So
yet
lady
to vent
gave you
about my
Yeah.
fucking shitty customers.
Okay, so I'll tell you the weirdest customer I've ever had in my entire life. I was working, right? This was already months after I'd been a cashier, so I was already comfortable in the position. I was just working. It was like an hour with no customers, right? And I didn't even know she was in the store, but she bought like 5 items. I'm like, oh, okay, hello, how are you doing? I was being all nice and friendly. And she was like, you know what? I love your energy. And I'm like, at first I'm just like, okay, well, that's weird, but you know.
On you?
No, she's not hitting on me, but
I love your
Just like a weird,
when she was telling me she liked my energy, like I didn't even think, but she was thinking more religious, and I didn't know at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like just weirdo, like
weirdo, yeah. So I give this to her, and I put it in the bag. I put it in the bag, and she's like, "Wow, I love your energy." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." You know, I just whatever. We had a conversation, and she was like, "You know what? Do you like grapes?" And at this point, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I like grapes. I mean, like, I'll be right back.
That's the point.
And I looked at my manager because he heard this, and he had made like a weird face. He was like,
She buy you grapes?
No. She went to her car. She brought back a thing of grapes.
Oh.
And then she fed me the grape.
Oh my god.
The grapes.
That's hitting.
No. Did she give you the grape or did she feed you?
Hand fed me a grape.
Oh no.
Okay, so she hand fed me these grapes, right? And then she was like, "You know what? I really love your energy, but I can tell something's blocking out, like a demon is inside you."
Eat the square.
And I heard she was like saying biblically grapes will cleanse you of the demons inside you, and it was like I don't know if I feel like you've been abused and hurt. And I want to hope these cleanse you in the name of our Lord. And we got a 30 conversation. Like,
have you been abused?
No. She
Not in the name of our Lord.
This wasn't at a bad time in your life?
No. This was just like I just got out of high school and I had
Were there
to
other people?
There's no one in the store other than my manager. He's hearing the 30-minute conversation we got into. It was about like the rapture and shit.
And I'm guessing you couldn't leave.
I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
The store was not closed yet, and I was. There's no other.
You
customers.
couldn't like just.
Yeah, so
like a checker. You
yeah.
had to be there.
I could find the picture of the grapes I brought home because she gave me the whole thing.
My god!
Free grapes?
Did you eat them or did you let them rot?
Look like
at this point, I thought this was like some like poison the fruit punch type shit.
Yeah.
So I was scared to eat them.
I would have like spoken tongues for a second. I possessed.
I wouldn't fucking.
Like fuck out of here, bitch.
Jesus fuck.
I'd have been like, I don't believe in God. Please leave.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I believe in
Jesus,
God.
never
I'm God fearing, of course, but
Jesus
you
fucking
are?
Christ.
yeah,
Chad's very American.
Yeah, I'm pretty American.
Look at him.
She's a typical American.
I didn't deal with a customer like this, but fucking.
Are you going to do it with the story about? Yeah, do I know about? Have you told me the story?
I think so.
Was it about the woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
no. I think that
That
wasn't
should be
with
the
the
lewd
customer.
gesture.
Just tell us both stories.
Okay. First one is I'm gonna say the customer. So I just got flashed
Oh!
By a man.
by a lady.
Oh, nice.
Hot?
No,
Oh.
it was an 80-year-old like.
Were you able to at least use your
Batty
imagination?
You are
Like, oh, maybe
pepperoni.
Hey, she
I was just like,
nice looking woman.
would you like any bags today, ma'am?
You
Like,
want some of these elongated pancakes?
Jesus fuck.
So what was the context?
She just
She just pulled a titty out. She was like, "Can I give it a
She-
suckle, young man?"
Like, look at this.
It was later. It was later in the evening. It was like she was like she's one of the crazies that come in. That one of the regulars, and she just that didn't happen. And then I just tried to forget it.
I cried.
I cried. It was just like
Oh,
that was just quick, but that's just like Jesus. But
okay.
the other one is fucking. I was at the setup at OCC, and what was it like? I had my I went to Servite High School, and I had my Servite like a sweater on, that sort of thing. And this lady comes up, she's like, "You went to Servite?" Like a woman in like her 50s or whatever. And she comes up, and I'm like, "Yeah," and we start talking about like her son or so.
I think I remember this. I
Went over-
might have been there.
Okay, maybe, and like friggin'. Then she starts talking about like Trump and stuff out of nowhere, and she like hands me this newspaper that she was looking at.
think
She's
I
like,
was here when that
she's sort of
happened.
like eyeing me. She's like, "Here, look at this." It's like she's talking about
She was
so
like
and
talking to me for
so
like 30
and so.
minutes, You're trying.
Yeah, she talked to me for like 10 straight minutes of just her talking about some congressman who got like outed as like a gay guy or something like that, and she was like. "Oh, Johnny boy, no," is something that she said like over and over again.
What the
like,
fuck?
What the fuck is this person?
Congressman Mike
You never
Pence.
wore that
I'm just
shirt.
like, I'm just like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking
You're
to
like,
me. And I had to go
Yeah.
pretend to order something just so she would leave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have something to say?
Oh yeah.
Angie was sitting there with like somebody else. Like,
I think I was there.
Poor
I
dude.
remember that.
Jesus
Dude.
Poor Matt didn't even get it over me. We just got some comments in here. We got a story from Chris himself.
Oh, fucking the 202 fucking
He just says
20-word paragraph, dude. Get that shit out of here. We don't need your essay,
it's just a
dude.
story, dude. He's just saying that like one time he was working at, like he was doing his dishes,
Yeah.
and they saw someone had like a little like they were clearly Christian. They had these like a cross on their phone or
Yeah.
something. He's like, and he had like a nice conversation with them. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
and then like he returned to them, and they gave him a $10 tip, and he's like, wow, thanks so much.
Oh, that's nice.
And then they're like, all right, get down on your knees so we can bless you. He's like, oh yeah, that's weird. So then they like
Son
blessed him.
zips her
I like where
pants.
this is
They like
going.
wanted to give him a blessing of God to give him strength to
Let me
serve
give you
more
some of my
dishes.
holy water.
Yeah, he sent a little crying emoji now in chat.
Aw.
But yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's delayed. Maybe he just got a little fuck your paragraph type shit.
Oh,
I didn't give up on my life to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lost.
Matt, you did not give up on your life. Shut your mouth.
Reading made me lose a little bit of my eyesight.
Reading.
So I'll never forget it.
We also got a message from our
Probably
homie
did
Nathan
read.
Russell. He says,
What?
Donovan,
The hustler.
you should say the story of the patriarch when you were a bagger.
The patriarch?
Well, is this a story that you said in the other? I want you to repeat
I don't
stuff.
think you said this one.
Patriarch?
The
Is it about
patriarch's-
some like? I think I remember this story
Wait,
vaguely.
is this a person?
Was
Very
it about
vaguely.
like when they were angry at me like bagging something? I'm patriarch.
something about the
Maybe.
patriarchy?
Oh,
I think.
what, was it like a feminist
Something
chick
like
or something?
feminist. Yeah.
Feminist chick. Oh, that might have been in college when in my social psychology class.
Oh, that's I remember that story. The
Yeah.
mocha frappuccino.
But that's not really a working story, is it?
No, that wasn't
That's
a
not
working
really a work
story.
story.
Then he must
But I
have
think
been
you
with
did
somebody
have a
else.
work story too, about some like feminist saying you remember the patriarchy or some shit. while you're
Remember the
back.
patriarch. Remember
I?
the element.
No,
I think you did
I
say
hate
some-
forgetting
No,
shit.
you're a member, not remember.
Calling him a member of the patriarchy?
Yeah. Which I
Fuck.
don't
He's an
feminists,
oppressed
aren't all men
individual.
just a member of the patriarchy.
He's a
It's
double
like,
minority.
You can't get out of it.
Eh.
I'm a member of the
I
patriarchy.
don't
You're
remember.
a member of the patriarchy.
We're all
Nathan
members.
Nathan Russell, you're gonna have to jog my memory a bit, man. I totally forgot. That
That
was like a
sounds like
year ago.
that sounds like a turf type of thing. There's some trans exclusionary like rad feminist type of shit.
Yeah.
Because if you're telling
What?
like Donovan that he's a member of the patriarchy, then you're like missing the point. He's a double minority.
I'm like a half woman. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I'm like,
I mean, patriarchy just means like male control.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh, male control.
Necessarily-
What
But, like-
control do I have, dude?
But
I
like
have
condescending
no
towards
money.
Don, it's like kind of missing some points there. There's like some other systematic problems.
I'm
that
trying
you're,
to
like,
think if there was
actively
like,
avoiding.
if there was like a fucking.
All right,
woman.
liberal Despacito.
Despacito never
At gunpoint.
Fucking-
Why?
Why? Damn it! I'm never gonna remember. Yeah, Nathan Russell, if you can hear us now, say something else that might have jogged my memory because I guess I legitimately don't remember the story. I'm not sure what's going on.
I mean, that's probably just a
But,
story that you might have.
I
told.
can tell the other bagging story. I'm not sure if I told it in the last podcast.
If it's the cheesecake, we heard the cheesecake.
No, not the cheesecake one. It's
There's another one too, but I can't remember.
It was
Might as well.
what?
Might as
No,
well.
might as well, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a bagger, and one of the cashiers, his name is Ed, is the cashier, and we're just working together. And this couple come up with a cart full of shit, and of course they start putting it down. But they also, I spy, like they have bags with them, right? And this is like at the turn of like the new year of like 2017, so that's when the new law kind of came into play.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, bags are going to be like 10, 15 cents or whatever, you know. But some people were bringing in their own bags because they wanted to save, a dime and a nickel. Good for them.
I think I remember this.
Yeah. And so I talk to Ed, and I'm like, hey, Ed, do you think you can ask the customers to send their bags down so I can start bagging their groceries? I just want to get it done as quick as possible because I don't want them to wait. And then Ed says that to the customers, and then the woman looks at me and she's like, we don't want any of your fucking bags! And I'm like,
Jesus.
First off, you slimy cunt. Let me tell you something. I don't want to give you my. I'm asking for your bags. You know, I'm trying to help you out. It's like you don't gotta yell like that. Come on, right? She yells this at me.
Jesus.
And like at me instead of like Ed, who's the guy who's saying it.
Damn.
But like, and then Ed, he gets like defensive, like, hey, you can't talk to my coworker like that. It's like, excuse me, I want to talk to the manager, and they just like get into like a big huffy argument, and I'm just kind of like there awkwardly like doing this, and I'm just like, there's nothing. I already decided I have no words. They're not gonna listen to words I say, so I'm just bagging, and I'll just let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
All right,
there's a point where it's just that. That's
yeah,
all
it's
you
just
can
like I
do.
can't.
That's all you can do. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Those are like the worst feelings.
Yeah.
Where you know they fucking stole that they've got something
Mhm.
in like their purse or whatever, but you can't do anything.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one thing, dude. Because all the thieves at my old work were like nice.
Mhm.
All of these were nice.
Yeah, dude. They
I'm
were
just
like,
gonna
trying
take
to
this
serve
burger.
you. They were never
Thank
like.
you.
Hey there, bud. I'm just gonna. it's
Well,
cool with
you
you.
know,
I'm
like
trying to
a
take
woman
some of your
came
burger.
in, she tried to buy shit with a fake credit card. She had like these big ass titties, and she had a turtleneck on, and you could see her nipples through the turtleneck. Dude, those things are thick.
Jesus Christ.
Turtlenecks. So I was like, oh shit, dude, she's giving me dinner and a show just so she could fucking buy the shit with a fake credit card. And it's like, I already know that shit's fake. I take one look at it, I'm like, it's bullshit. Let's get the fuck out of my store.
This doesn't even have numbers on it.
That's thoughtful. Of
See, and then there was just like one black dude who did like this fucking. So there was like, I guess, dude, some of these fucking like scammers and shit are like, they know everything. He returned like this very certain amount of items that gave him it was basically an exploit in our system. It gave him $100 cash in return by returning these select items. And it's like usually this shit would be store credit and stuff. So it like didn't hit me until after the guy had already left, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But he was a nice guy. I mean, I'm sure. He's a bad guy. He's a fucking thief, right?
Exploit how? Like it was like
Like he had probably I don't know where he got these
back
items,
door
whether they
that
were
was
stolen or
on.
what. But when he returned these items, instead of getting store credit, which you would normally get, it just opened up the cash register. It's like give him $100. It's like
damn.
I'm a little.
Oh, but he
Did they pay with cash
but
as
he
opposed
just
to like credit?
Well, he did.
probably
He
just,
came
like,
back.
stole
I guess he
from
came
stuff.
back and did this again.
Damn.
And one of the managers, this time the manager was the cashier, so he was like, "Yeah, this shit's fishy." I think he let him get away with it, and after that, he was like, "Hold on, something's up." So this is like twice the guy got away with it, and then we were like, "This guy comes in again. We gotta get the general manager, and this is fucking fishy." Because usually returns are not like this, especially for the items, because the items wasn't like he was like returning a computer or some shit.
Right.
It's like erasers and like weird shit that you wouldn't
Yeah.
even think would add up to $100. So it was really fishy.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, he didn't give me any shit.
You-
He was just
huh.
like, yo man, I don't know. He made up some story about his fucking mom bought these and she wanted him to return them for her, for whatever.
Yeah.
And he was just like, the real cunts are the customers that are like, oh, my business spent all my money here and now I am being grabbed by you guys. Like, I'm like, "Don't shit, I can deal with-" There's this fucking Persian lady who came in. She was like worked at a legal office. She was the biggest bitch on the planet. You know what? You know what's the irony, dude?
What?
There's this one. So I used to work in the copy center at Staples, right? There's this one self-important bitch, just the most insufferable. Like this is why I don't think. Like if I, obviously, everybody needs a job. If I can't get anything else, I'll do retail. But I wouldn't want to do retail again because customers like this were so so annoying. The last job I worked was a factory job, infinitely better than my job at Staples, just because I didn't have to deal with any shitty fucking customers. But this lady, right? She was a member of a non-profit organization, and she would let you know that every fucking time she came in.
Jesus Christ.
Always fucking, I'm a member of the non-profit. You guys got any any fucking non-profit
You
discounts
have
or whatever?
any
It's like,
Saint discount?
pretty much.
Discounts?
Exactly.
I'm a very important person and I deserve 2% off.
Exactly. And
Fuck
she was
those
such
people.
a bitch. She would she
Lord
was
of
so
the-
picky about the shit she'd make, and she would always criticize you to your face while you were fucking making copies and shit. And God, she was just such a cunt. Oh my God, I hate that woman. But she was like always fucking barking up like, I don't care if you're Hitler. If you're a nice customer, I'll treat you with respect and dignity. If I don't care if you're a nonprofit. You're a bitch. I don't want to fucking deal with you ever. You're like the worst human being right now for me.
Fucking the
And
worst.
it's funny, right? Because 2 people come in and try to like fucking steal, scam the store. They're fucking perfectly nice.
Yeah,
this
they
lady
don't
who works for a nonprofit is the biggest cunt on the planet.
Yeah, they don't want to
It's
start
like-
problems though. They don't
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, that's true. They don't want to start problems. Maybe if you like saw them in the fucking alleyway, they'd kick your ass or some shit.
Yeah, those
But
are
my point is,
The
for my
nonprofit.
day to day, they did not make my day any harder.
Oh,
It was
hold on,
just
A
like-
has something to say.
Oh yeah, it's just Nathan came back in chat. He's like,
Oh, sweet.
2 women were buying something and one was hitting on you, and eventually one said something about you being a member of patriarchy.
Oh, I remember. Okay, I kind of remember this now. Do you remember this? It was like a chick with pink hair or some shit.
Yes. I do remember. Wait. Was it okay? I might be confusing them because there was that, and I think they said that, and they also like.
Can I tell you what I remember of the story, and maybe
Okay,
it'll come back to you?
yeah.
So, you told me the story forever ago, and I
A
think it
long
went
time.
as such, which is a chick and her friend were hitting on you. The chick that was hitting on you was like a normal looking, like pretty, like according to you, I think you said she was pretty. And her friend was just this like pink haired kind of chick, right? Dyed hair.
Feminine.
So the pretty chick's hitting on you, and you guys just like bagged her shit and everything, and it was just like nice and pleasant. And they walked off, and you like overheard the pink haired chick, and she was like,
Oh, I overheard. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you remember now?
Okay, I think I do. It was something fuck. No, I didn't.
Be
No, I
careful,
didn't.
he's a member of the
Yeah,
patriarchy
like
or some
it was
shit.
like that guy was like really nice. It was like, no, he wasn't. He was part of the patriarchy. He's an evil human being. They're
It
like
sounds like a
whispering-
joke. Did they sound serious or?
No, this
like,
happened. This happened.
It's
I
like
just don't remember like exactly how it happened. I paid like no attention to it, and it was just like a one-time thing. We never mentioned it like again.
It just hit you.
It's
later.
just like-
It's
It
like
just hit
I'm
me.
surprised
Yeah.
Nathan
What did you
remembered the
say?
story.
Well, Nathan wouldn't have, like, of all the people, it would be Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan's kind of like
Nathan's pretty that's kind of.
I do remember that, and also that triggered like another memory where she came back and she looked like absolutely like okay, she was disgusting and also like disgusted. She wasn't with her friend; she was like alone, just like the.
Oh, really?
I remember because
you
like
did tell me this. Like, there's a follow up to this story a couple days later.
there was a follow. Yeah, it was like a week later or something.
This is the
It
picture.
was like a 2-part
Yeah.
story that didn't have like anything to do with it. Yeah, it was the same lady. Like she wasn't attractive at all. She didn't like look nice, and she just did not talk to me. It was like I felt like I had killed her son or something. She was looking at me like so disgusted, right? And I felt bad. I felt I didn't do anything, but at the same time, this woman had
you fucking did everything.
This woman
You're
had-
oppressing women.
this woman had pure hatred for me. I'm just bagging shit. And she's not even like she's not talking to the cash register. She's just straight like looking at me. And I'm like, here's your eggs.
Like, how could you look at? How can you look at you and hate? How can I see this man?
Nobody can hate.
Some people
yeah.
have those kind of like rose tinted glasses where they're like, is it a
Yeah.
man? Fucking evil, despicable.
Oh, he
Yeah.
sucks. Look
like,
at him. He's the
God
epitome
damn.
of evil. I'm like,
It's just like,
What about the content of their character?
It's,
huh?
yeah, it's just those people that like
But-
have like certain like predispositions.
By
towards
the
people like that.
chumpiness of their cheeks.
But there was also another follow up to this story that made me feel like happy, but also like weirded out because I believe it was a daughter and her mother were coming up. They were like so polite, so very nice, right? And they're like, "Hello, how are you doing today?" And
That's always really nice.
I'm like, "Good. You know, how are you guys doing today?" It's like,
Yeah,
"Good."
moms are always nice.
Yeah, it was a mom and their daughter. They were both talking.
Yeah, if it's like a
Yeah.
mom and a daughter combo, they're always like so nice.
Yeah, they're always so
You want
nice.
to help
It's
me,
like,
like,
yeah, you
you
know?
help me go grocery shopping?
Sometimes they
you
got
know?
cute
Yeah,
daughters.
it's just like, hey, yeah, how's your day
Yeah.
been? And it's like, oh, you know, just doing some shopping. How about you? It's like, I'll just do some bagging. You know, like, that's all I got going on, you know. And it's like, good. What did she say? No, she didn't go straight to it. She was just like, oh, how long have you been here? And it's like, oh, you know, like 3 months or something. I go to school and I go to work here, so I'm pretty busy. It's like, are you busy enough for the Lord? And I'm like, oh. Damn it.
Dude, I had Mormons in my work.
Lord is nice, but not for me. And it was like kind of like a ploy to just like, well,
Damn.
you know, there's a church just down the street. The Lord reigned to save you. It's like,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, whatever.
Remember Mormons?
What kind of Lord we talking? Was she a Mormon?
The Gourd Lord.
The Gourd Lord.
The Lord, the Lord that perishes God.
The Gourd Lord. He makes fun of smell.
What if she
Down
just
there
hands you
with
a
the God.
If she just hands you a pamphlet with Gara on it? Just some Gara fan art or something.
You're fucking funny when your Naruto references, dude.
Shut up!
Matt low-key makes the funniest silly jokes. Like,
Shut up.
you're like, I shouldn't laugh at this, but the fact that Matt just said it makes it so much funnier.
Matt's a funny
Just
guy.
Said something about a shepherd.
Okay.
Said something about some shepherds losing his flock, and he's like, "Whose lambs is this?"
Stupid.
I love Matt. Honestly.
Yeah. By the way, fellas, the
Such
reason
a
we have
pure-
yeah,
I was just gonna say Matt's
The reason why?
Matt is pure and wholesome. By the way, like you know,
Family
I wanted to
friendly.
ask Nathan Russell if that's like how he remembered it.
yeah.
That's
Because
probably
that's I think how I perceived it, but I
That's right.
barely
Did we have something from
remembered.
the chat? Because
Yeah, just Chris memeing.
But yeah, the reason why what?
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Yes.
But like the reason why I had Chad and Matt simultaneously on the stream with us as guests is because they're kind of a good pair for each other. They're
Are they on the same team in the crew battle?
We're,
Not this time.
he's too good for me. He's too
Oh,
Oh.
no, that's not true.
you're better than everyone.
Chad and Matt are pairs.
There's a homosexual relationship
It's-
going on 2 inches.
It's like a homosexual relationship without the gay.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's just a sexual relationship. No homo.
Would you marry your homie for tax purposes?
Was this a movie with Adam Sandler?
This was also
No.
a thing that people actually did.
Yeah, it
They
was.
say gay couples make like a fucking lot of money because it's like 2 dudes.
Because they're gay.
Yeah.
Fucking, like,
Dude,
make
No,
a lot of money.
there's a movie with the
Yeah, like
the guy from the
statistically.
King and Queens and
Oh yeah,
Paul Blart.
Exactly.
Paul Blart and Adam Sandler.
It was I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah, Chuck and
Oh my
Larry.
God, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
I mean, as long as it could be Adam Sandler, I will do it.
As long as I can be your Adam Sandler candle.
Yeah,
What was it? I think that was like
Adam
California.
Sandalwood candle.
but I have Jen.
Adam Sandler.
You know
That was like California, like when we were.
Wait, no, if I'm Mormon,
not the same as Matt.
But if I'm
Matt
Mormon-
is a cat.
On the
Hey,
same
it's
big
2018. Polyamory is like a big thing now.
Yeah, if you're Mormon.
Wait, what?
Or if you're not a
polyamorous, they're fucking.
All right.
That's actually like I had a Mormon friend who like
into Mormonism.
Yeah.
I had a Mormon friend who's like, no, that's like some weird shit. Like it's not.
It's a
actually-
sect
that's
of
a-
Mormon.
There was
It's a
an
sex.
HBO show about it.
It's sectorial though. It's like.
Okay,
Not,
it's on HBO.
It's on HBO.
I saw a Vice documentary.
It's on HBO, dude. Fucking The Sopranos, alright?
I watched it on an
real.
LLC super
Wasn't
show.
that
Big
like
love.
a Quakers thing?
Quaker.
Are the Quakers still around?
Like the oats?
No.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
No, that was a,
No, like Ben Franklin type shit.
that was a religious
Oh
sect.
yeah.
It was a religious sect, but it was like.
It was like Christians, but they were like it was-
Ultra.
Yeah, it was kind of like they all
Ultra-Christian.
lived together.
It was like what the
They
fuck?
actually kind of dated.
It's like Amish type of
Christians.
people. Kinda.
Yeah.
It was like Amish Christians, but like
Amish Christians?
it was like Amish people basically. It was Quakers. That was kind of how they went.
Yeah.
Those were a thing?
They were
Ultra
dude,
Christian.
you never-
Ben Franklin was a Quaker.
Mega Cap.
Really?
Yeah. Indeed.
Catholics.
Dude, have you ever been to like a mass? Has anyone ever been to mass?
No.
Oh yeah, I've been to
It's
fucking
super-
hundreds of masses.
Yeah, it's super
Right.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Done.
Like just standing.
Evangelical masses.
Half of
are
it is
fucking
knowing-
weird.
Yeah.
They're like crazy. They'll just like insult you. They'll like insult you right then and there. They'll be like, "Oh, do you go to church every Sunday?" No.
What are you, some
Well,
fucking
The
retard or
only way I
something?
know is because
They've
your
got
mom
the-
went to an evangelical.
I know.
Evangelical church.
Evangelious.
Evangelical
Evangelical
church. And I went with you once, and I just remember the pastor was like so
okay.
hardcore. Oh yeah,
That was the funniest fucking thing. Like one of the funniest things Nathan's done. I was always pissed off when I
That's
go
how
to church.
unfunny I am.
I
That's
was
funny.
always in a terrible mood going to church. Not because I hate the religion
sucks,
and
dude.
everything.
You're
It
so
just
boring.
kind of sucks because my mom would force me to do it.
Right.
You know, it's like I'm taking away your video game consoles. Like, okay, you take away my phone. Oh, just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm taking away the refrigerator's. Like, okay, bitch, I need to eat. Whatever, let's fucking go. And like they'll be like, the Lord is good.
Actually,
Let's sing about it.
Yeah.
And then everybody would like stand up and it's like, yeah, Lord is good. And then Nathan's just like, Lord is good. Very good to me. People like looked back at him.
I wish
And my mom like, near done.
Wait, he actually did the.
Yeah.
Yo, I wish we had a webcam right now. It looks really funny.
He's just like violently jerking his hand.
Offbeat, like spastic.
It was so perfectly like out of sync. You couldn't have done it any better, you know.
And
None of the claps.
Wait, were you just like losing your shit?
I was about to vomit. It was so funny. Oh my god.
That was like a 2-hour mass, though, wasn't it?
I know, it was so
1 minute of fucking humor, and then the rest sucks.
Yeah, we're just kind of like there, and it's like I'm not giving you fucking money. Get your dick basket out of here.
Stand up, sit down.
This is
stand up.
Wait, he did earlier. Nathan Russell said that's exactly how I remember it,
Okay.
and he also just now said I love Nathan.
Aww.
Oh,
I love
Nathan.
I love you, Nathan Russell. I want you on the podcast.
Yeah, Nathan Russell. When are you
Yeah.
gonna get on a
No,
podcast?
Nathan
You
loves
live
me.
close
That's
to us,
exclusive.
dude.
I'm only for Nathan. My
Nathan's
legs are
man.
spread for Nathan only.
Oh.
Only the hustler.
What about
Russell's
Jeremy?
allowed in the
Jeremy's
couple.
my love.
Oh,
Get off.
never mind.
Get off.
Long cock Jeremy.
Jeremy's long cock.
Cock,
Jeremy's long cock.
I want to play Quiplash.
That's gonna be
Yes!
That's gonna be his fucking his what
Change that to his name in Discord.
what comes before your tab, the fucking your organization or whatever.
Your clan tab?
LC Jer Bear.
Honestly,
Long cock Jer Bear.
J, baby.
Just a little sponsor tag
Yep, yep.
prefix.
Shit.
Mhm.
I think Jeremy has a bit of a Truman Show effect on him.
A Truman
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
I love
No,
Truman
no,
Show.
no, no,
That's
no.
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's like
It's
he's like
an
the
awesome
he,
movie, but I
he
don't.
feels like he's the protagonist of his own
Yep.
TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Dude,
that.
Yeah, he's in his own little world.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I definitely am,
Okay,
but,
so were any of you with us when we went to Fry's that one B&B date? Was for New Year's. No, not even you. Were you there?
That was the
I don't remember what.
the first Irvine one, no parking, right?
Yeah.
That's how I distinguish the two Airbnbs: is parking and no parking.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
done all of
So
them,
no
yeah.
no parking. We went to Costco. We bought pizza, and then
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then we were supposed to. It took forever, and we had to go to Fry's.
It was.
Oh no, it was Fry's first. It was Fry's first, I think. So
Right.
we went to Fry's to get a SD card reader,
Yep. Mhm.
and then we went. Jeremy worked there, so we were like, "Oh, Jeremy, let's use your discount." And he just didn't want it. He didn't want to talk to anyone. And so we go up there, and he is very awkward like conversation with his coworker, and he comes out there, and he's just like, "I can't believe we just did that."
I can't believe we just.
We can't believe we just went in his work and bought something. He just couldn't believe that.
Wow.
It's
He was like
unbelievable.
embarrassed.
Yeah. He was like, he acted like it was like some out of world experience.
My
It's
friends
like
are
he just did some drugs or something. Like it was like,
He's too pure.
He's too pure, dude. He can't drink a drop of alcohol.
Is
no
that
drugs.
okay?
is that okay? Yeah,
You
he
just
was
do
like,
that?
yeah.
These are my
he-
friends. You're not supposed to eat.
He's acting just like that, and I'm just like, Jeremy, we just went in the store and bought something, dude.
To be honest, like it's like
You should be
world
happy.
meeting. You know, like,
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
it would be like meeting your coworkers that you're just like, hey Jeff, like, and they see you being like stupid with your friends. Like,
Yeah.
Is
But-
that Jeff?
I guess.
He was,
but-
maybe he was just embarrassed to be seen with you, fucking schmuck.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That'd be pretty good.
Like my friends will come into my work and shit on the floor and then walk out and it's like, oh.
I mean, that's fine.
That's my best pal, Nathan.
What the fuck?
Nathan floor shitter Morehouse.
I like that.
That's kind of how I am.
I shit on the street.
That's like a different type of like being your own world. Like that's a special. Jeremy's a very special. dude.
It's like
Awesome.
imagine working at the Costco where we walked in and Maverick had his
only-
sweater on.
And
The
we
only-
went.
This fucking story sucks because He had a fucking Ahe Gauss sweater on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
This
yeah.
fucking degen ass like anime girls looking like they just got their mouth cummed in, right?
Oh wait, Maverick?
And
Yeah,
nobody
Maverick.
was.
Their mouth something.
And me, Chad, and I think me, Chad, and Matt went there, right, with
A lot of
Maverick.
heartbreaks.
And
Nobody was staring at him. They were all staring at me because I was wearing a very colorful outfit,
Because you
right?
look like Sherbert.
I look like Sherbert.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Dude. Fuck
that's-
that.
No,
that sounds
it's
about
good- it's
right.
good.
That sounds about right.
It kind of just looks like black and white and like just a design.
Yeah,
But when
if
you
you're
actually
not
look at it,
paying
It's like, oh, okay,
oh,
there's
alrighty.
stuff on them.
Yeah.
That's
And then
Yeah,
like
if you're
Aya
not-
looks like somewhere like
If you're not
halfway between a
on,
hipster
like,
and like
yeah,
dude,
hentai
empowerment.
Yeah,
wait,
Rosie Riveter kind of.
Yeah.
You went full blast though. You were like in the full like fucking
That-
what are the fucking the
Overalls.
yellow
Overalls.
I'll be 100%
That was the most
honest.
Aya suit ever.
Yeah,
I'll be 100% honest.
that's
It's a little embarrassing to go out with AA places sometimes because he dresses so eccentric.
You know what? Okay. Let me say something. Yeah.
Not to be mean, but I don't feel the hat. I agree with some of the things. I don't feel the hat.
He
So,
has some good outfits.
explain
sometimes. He
that.
has really good
Hey,
like.
you wanted this one.
Explain that. Yeah, I like the bandana. I think the
He
bandana.
has like a lot of other ones too.
Yeah, explain that.
But,
Explain
okay,
how-
but here's
the
the
story
thing.
behind the strawberry hat.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
one
I
second.
want to explain
let's try not to
something.
talk over
Yeah.
each
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. No, go ahead.
I always tell like Nathan, sometimes Ann, that I have another group of friends in Irvine. Sometimes like as a joke, I'll refer to them as the shitbag friends. Sometimes not as a joke, I'll refer to them as the shitbag friends.
The shitbag
One
friends,
of one of the friends, his name also was Nathan, but he was short
Bad
Mexican.
name.
Short Mexican and whitewashed.
Is this the piece of shit, Nathan?
He's not a piece of shit.
Okay. Who was that piece of shit friend?
He just I don't
All
maybe
of
no.
To some degree or another.
But it was just like the opposite of me, you know. Like Nathan and Aya can attest to how much like I love swing and how much I dislike electro swing.
Yeah.
So he was like all for like that and EDM and like metal. And for like a good month when we were hanging out with him, like one day he just bought like a bunny suit. And like he would not stop wearing that. And it's like,
I love it.
And it's like we can't go anywhere to eat. We're going through the drive-through. We gotta find somewhere to park.
When you say bunny suit, like how full on
Like
was
a
this bunny
onesie.
suit?
Okay, so it's like a onesie pink pajama with a hood in the ears. So I am grateful. Like he doesn't have like the mask, but it has like the top kind of
Like
Yeah.
like if a quirky chick was trying to wear a Pikachu outfit
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
attract a nerd or something.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful I don't have to deal with that. Like I'd take Aya over that.
That's true.
any day.
That's true. I should count my blessing.
Count-
Carry blood.
Yeah, at least
Okay.
you're not hanging out with a fucking
So
4'11" midget who wears bunny suit.
So explain the strawberry hat. I want to know.
Twitter one day, random retweet. This artist I'd never heard before, but I like her art style. Right? It says, "I got this cool thing, right? Got these strawberry hats." I'm like, "All right, cool." They sell out instantly. They're like a hot thing, right?
Mhm.
And like months later, and it's like, all right, I'm bringing back the strawberry hats. You know, they really sold last time. I'm like, all right, I gotta get them this time. You know, I gotta.
Mhm.
And I'm like debating. I'm like really hyping it up on my Twitter. Everyone's like gassing me up. Like, yo,
Yeah.
like that looks sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And like and then I was talking to also like all those all the friends I made from Boston too at the time, like
Mhm.
a little bit more, and they're like, yeah, like that's a great idea. Like that would be sick.
Yeah.
Like they were like the biggest like advocates for that too.
Yeah.
So I got it, and I got it on like Valentine's Day, and I'm like, this is the coolest hat. My mom fucking hated it. I tried to bring it to Hawaii, and she was like, "You better fucking not."
Oh my god.
And she also hid one of my sweaters from me during that trip, so I couldn't wear it.
Well, was it the one with you on it?
No, it was
No.
it was the pink and blue one.
Pink blue one.
It was what I wore with the overalls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. What you mean.
So yeah, basically the strawberry hat just kind of came out of nowhere, and it was like
Yeah.
it was hype as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a good hat.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking hat.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unique, and it's
It's unique, but
it's controversial. It's definitely very
Yeah.
controversial.
It's like you like it or you don't.
It's a nice looking
It's
hat, but I
nice.
don't imagine many people pulling it off very well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think you pull
It's
it
a
off
very-
very well.
Yes.
You pull off
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
styles very well, but like sometimes your clothes like make me go deaf.
Yeah, I can see that. It's very I go very out there sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it's more like a lot of boys don't really do fashion a lot, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna
dudes
go
do
like
fashion, but they do their own kind. Like
Yeah.
I've known people who dress well.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like
how do
Andy.
you mean
like people
when you
don't.
say dudes do fashion? Do you mean dudes generally do fashion, or like dudes often?
They care about the way they look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it depends. 'Cause
No, I-
right. The neighborhood we're in right now isn't really great. Like people wear just baggy like shorts,
And they wear, like,
a
like,
long
Target
sleeve-
graphic
just like
t-shirts.
cholo shit, right?
Yeah.
That's still fashion though. It's just a different kind of.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
that's
I
not-
wouldn't say it, like
You wouldn't
when I'm
wanna
talking fashion.
stick
I'm
out
talking
too
like you go to like
Well,
fucking.
yeah.
Nordstrom. Or
We're
If
not
you're
talking-
in like a
we're
rich
not-
area, you'll see people who are dressing to like impress women or whatever.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
like
trying to
well dressed in
Yeah,
my opinion.
it's more like for me, it's like I go like really out there because like
And I don't dress
not
well,
a lot
I'm
of boys really
lazy.
go out there.
Mhm.
It's like it's just kind of a thing. It's like oh
Yeah.
man, that's the guy that really
It's like peacock.
like when he wears like a male peacock would do.
Mhm.
But yeah, and also like
Don't talk to me.
my girlfriend like
Scary parents.
yeah, she kind of appreciated that. So I kind of that's the only thing that really matters for me.
Yeah.
To scare away predators.
I think out of the group, Aaron puts a lot of he's not lazy with like dressing. I don't think you're lazy. I just think you like what you like.
I'm super lazy.
I don't have a lot of pieces
Yeah.
to work with.
Yeah, you see, I like clothes. I like clothes.
I
I-
dressed at
Yeah.
like fucking.
Like-
God, like 12.
Like
no,
this-
later.
I think-
like
I
1
think it was a
o'clock.
good
Actually, no.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
think
a good
so.
buy. I think you
I
like
think
it.
it's tasteful.
It's
You know,
tasteful.
if I see
Yeah.
something that I like what is it? The fucking honor or whatever, Scar and Toph t-shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or dignity or something like that.
Yeah.
So
That
melee
is-
stuff.
It's
Melee stuff.
sold out,
So-
but I fucking love that. I
Stuff
got
that
the
you like.
pre-order.
Yeah, stuff that you would like to project onto yourself. Like, so you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, look, I like this. Maybe if someone sees me, they'll
I
be like,
used to
oh,
do
nice
And if
Greenland
it's not
shirt.
Yeah, I
too
used to be like
gaudy.
that as a kid.
I
Yeah.
once
Yeah, me
almost
too.
got a Pickle Rick hat in
Don't do that.
Amsterdam.
Don't do that one.
Just for Iggy.
Just for the lulz?
Just
for,
for the
for
meme?
Iggy.
For Iggy?
For
Oh,
Iggy.
for Iggy. Yeah.
But like no.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You gotta
I'm
give
not,
that-
Not even
No,
that.
I'm
I'm not paying 20
Yo,
quid on
one
that.
I have a
day
Christmas
when
image.
we're all hanging out with Iggy, we all got to dress like super fucking eccentric. So we all go there. He takes one look at us.
Dude,
It's like, I don't wanna be
Iggy's
seen with
the
these
most
people.
anti-Aya outfit
Huh?
type. Iggy's the most anti-Aya outfit, I
He
think.
just throws
That's true.
on. Fucking,
Yeah.
He's
But
like
he-
the
he just
smasher.
throws on
Yeah.
Oh man, your tweet one time.
Oh yeah,
I
the
think-
Iggy starter kit.
Yeah, I think I said something about like maybe like people dissing on my style or something.
Yeah. I don't
Or like Iggy like dissing on my style, and then you replied to that tweet. You're like the Iggy starter kit. It was like basketball shorts, some beat up ass tennis shoes.
I forget what the gaming.
It says something like to do list, game, eat, repeat.
Yeah.
So like that.
And it was the Nintendo 64 hat that
Yeah.
I gave him. That he stole from me. That I gave him.
Stud.
Stud, yeah. Yeah.
What a gamer, bro.
What a gamer. Yeah, no. Honestly though, I like dressing myself like with like clothes that I like or like. But I am. There's a cursed image. Think of a meme that's the worst meme that came out of the 2016 era.
Whoa.
Okay.
2016.
Yeah, 2016 era.
There's
Guess
a
like
lot of them,
Harambe
dude.
type shit?
They're all comprised. They're
Okay,
all
I already got it. I
Like
went to
Harambe.
Denny's
Wait.
in person with a Harambe shirt.
Oh, you know what? Today, me and Nathan. Did you see the guy?
No.
I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
say,
yeah.
Class
that's
02? Class 02, we saw a guy. He had a shirt on. It said like R.I.P. Harambe.
Wait,
Oh,
this
I
year?
didn't notice it. I
This
wasn't
year?
paying attention.
Today
Oh,
at Class
Tell you
302.
lost this man. He's
There's a
just
really-
gone.
He was looking at me weird too.
yeah.
Is he
There's a
with the
really
Asian
cursed
chick?
image.
He had like 2 cups.
Oh.
Really, there's a really cursed image.
He was
of
like
me
looking at
wearing
me
that in
funny
Denny's.
too.
Dude,
Like as
Korean
if
chicks. Wow.
Personally, like, if a gorilla died, I'd be pretty upset about it, but not to the point where it's
I
like.
could care less.
It was like it was
Just die all the
I-
fucking time.
I got this shirt though before it was like oh everyone's memeing it, you know. I got it because it was like there was a Vine that said "Dicks out for Harambe," and that was like before it really blew up, and I just thought that was funny, so I got the shirt that was on eBay.
Oh.
There's just some seller, and I was like, okay, only like 10 have been sold so far, so I was like,
Have you burned it?
I haven't burned it yet.
Oh, okay.
Have you worn it?
Why?
I haven't worn it since 2016.
When in 2016?
Before the meme blew up, dude. Chad was ahead of the curve.
December
I was definitely ahead.
Dude, I was also ahead of the curve with that one, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
until like my crush started posting it, like I was still on that shit. I was like,
I'm really behind the curve on a lot of memes. Most of the time when I found out about it,
The
it's already
meme,
dead.
the meme meta is really bad now.
It's like,
I
hey,
think.
this butterfly
Right now?
is really.
I think right now it's all
Oh,
copy
shit,
paste and
very
then
nice.
dude, you take the butterfly, the stupid.
Is
Is this funny? Might be funny, haha. You know, you put that onto another joke like Eric Andre shooting Hannibal.
What's
This-
up with
memes the same.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so out of the loop of memes. The only fucking way I find out what the new memes are is fucking meme review.
Meme review from PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I thought you
sometimes.
meant- I thought
Anthony,
No,
Fantana.
PewDiePie's meme review, dude.
Fantana.
Fantana,
Anthony
yeah.
Fantana.
The
No,
real
this is
fucking
not, that is
one,
the plan was his best
PewDiePie
channel and it died.
I like PewDiePie more than Anthony.
Anthony.
He
Anthony's
does-
too he's too
PewDiePie's
fucking liberal. Despacito. He has his head up his ass sometimes. I
Sure,
think.
but
Yeah. Oh,
and,
We just got a relevant chat text. It says from SSB Starman Iggy Naxio himself. Hell
What
yes,
could
I
that
am.
be?
Hell yes, I am. Probably referring to the anti-AI.
Oh, yeah.
And he also says it's basketball shorts, Nintendo hat, and a flannel with sneaker shoes.
but he forgot the gaming, eating, sleeping, and repeat.
You forgot the bunny suit.
Just does the T-shirt with the logo.
It's like
on it.
Honestly,
I'll be just like Mario.
we should. Honestly, if Iggy's still watching, this
Should we get him a bunny suit?
no this this
I have a
October.
Pikachu onesie.
You know how he wants to do that one game thing where we do
We
like
play
a
all
gauntlet
the
of games?
Oh, yeah.
If he doesn't win, we should make him in October a Halloween outfit to wear.
Oh,
If he's down for that. We want him to ad lib, okay?
let's like.
If you're in here, Iggy, if you want to hear that,
Let's like not cause any controversy towards ourselves.
Yeah.
Ancestors are frowning on me now.
Yeah, let's be a little bit for a second. Be serious. If Iggy loses, because I'm pretty sure he's very confident he's gonna win. We get the plan. The worst
Dude, Cannon
Halloween
would
outfit for
sweep,
him.
dude.
Cannon would sweep so
Cannon
hard.
is just like
You think
he's just
Cannon
got
would?
that natural talent
In what?
for just like random shit.
There's just the random games
Okay.
gauntlet he wants to do at
I
the
feel like
time.
you're like me, where for me, if I'm playing a new game, I gotta practice before I'm good. But if I practice, I can be better than a lot
Nathan
of
Russell
people,
says
even
let's
if we
fucking
put in
go.
the same amount of
Yeah,
time.
I don't wanna play a
honestly.
game.
But I need to
Honestly, I would
practice.
love
When it
that.
comes to games that I never practice, I'm not just like naturally good at like new games I play.
I'm
I
Donovan,
think
I'd say Donovan is more like naturally good at new games that he plays than
Well,
I am.
I feel
And
like
Cannon and Iggy is also a little.
Okay,
if
well,
I booted up a Smash that sort of, I think I'd be a bit better.
Yeah, because you're used to it. But if you like, I don't know, like a racing game, right?
mhm.
Like okay,
Yeah.
Sega Rally 2.
Yeah.
We just pop that in right now.
No,
right?
no, I would get
Yeah, you
Sonic
need a-
R.
Sonic R.
Sonic R.
Sonic
Dude,
R.
That
Sonic
sounds
Yeah,
like
dude.
it's
No,
actually-
so, okay, Sonic R definitely. You need
It
to
had
know.
Yeah,
You need to know the track layout before you play.
It's awful.
Yeah, you actually
It's
just
awful.
have to predict where the.
Yeah, track is going.
Well, that was the Saturn version. If you play the GameCube version,
Oh, it's better.
there was two versions. So there's the Saturn version. There's a PC.
Sonic
version.
Gems.
PC version. Sonic Gems is just emulating the PC version.
No, wait, is it on the
Yep.
GameCube?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
shit.
the PC version came out in like '98. I want to say.
Sonic R, what a gem.
Sonic R.
Gem.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the PC version had the render distance was far enough to where you could see
you wait
the fucking everything, right? So the GameCube version is just that.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Sorry, Donovan, you were saying something before. It was like just picking up a random game and.
Oh yeah, I kind of agree with Nathan, but the thing that Nathan has is adaptability. So like after like a certain amount of games, like I might be winning or we might go even, but after like he learns it, even after like the same amount of time that I've been playing, he'll just start sweeping and sweeping.
Well, that's good to hear because I always thought I'm bad at adapting at shit.
I
You're the
feel like
best
I never
at
make
adapting.
adaptations.
What are you talking
My
about?
plan when I learn a new game and like the other person I'm playing with is learning the game as well is just see what they're doing and do the exact opposite.
Nice.
I'd rather just play random fighting games, dude.
Really?
Like fucking.
That's why I said let's
Okay.
go to a shitty game
Let's
maker
fight in
website.
real life.
No,
Yes.
like fucking fighting layer, good fighting games. That's like nobody knows any
Dude,
shit about.
shitty
Oh,
fighting.
I thought you meant.
Wait, hold on. We should play like Mugen.
If they're good
Mugen! Fuck yeah, let's play Mugen. Oh my god.
Well, let's make a
But it's just
Nathan.
like there are games that are
That's all.
unpopular for one reason or another, right? Like marketing or some shit.
Okay,
No.
So it's not always just that like, oh, it's a bad game, that's why nobody knows about it.
Nathan.
It's like it could be a really great game, and in fact, Fighting Layer has a very high reputation. That's why people were excited when Fighting Layer EX got out. It's just that not that many people played it. I mean, there are a lot of games in the arcade. You're not going to play them all. Some are naturally going to fall into obscurity. Osmond is a game that was fucking everybody who's played it is like, Osmond is fantastic. Maybe it's Oswald. I think it's Osmond. It's the sequel. It's basically the spiritual successor to Strider.
Yeah.
But everybody, I don't know. Maybe you guys don't know what Strider is, but as far as like old games go, more people know about Strider than Osmond, just for one reason or another.
Would
It's
you
not
play?
that Strider might have been slightly better, but Osmond was still a good arcade game.
Would you try to learn Clay Fighters?
No, because that's a bad one.
Okay.
I want to play something good.
Let's play like shitty Mugen.
So,
Dude,
that's
like,
as long as Homer's legal,
Castlevania Mugen?
There's
That
no-
shit looks fun.
I'll make a
Finding
roster.
the jank
Yeah.
shit.
Let's make it just a random shitty
so
roster.
But that's the thing.
Oh
is
my
some
God.
games,
I need to
like
play Homer,
Tekken
though.
3 is a legend.
There's no. I won't play Mugen
Janky as
unless
hell.
Homer's in the roster.
okay, guys,
I might-
let's
wait,
we
take
gotta play
turns deciding which character we want in a Mugen game.
Okay.
Sans?
All right.
Sans for Smash 5.
What?
Fucking
God, it's just like Quiplash and every other thing we do.
shit.
Steven Universe?
Get Steven
Alright.
Universe.
Fat Albert, definitely.
Marge Simpson.
Realistically, who I would want to play, I don't want to say a Tekken character, but I'd rather play someone new.
Fat Albert.
No.
I'd fucking play Fat Albert in a heartbeat.
You know, they have a Castlevania Mugen,
That'd
which
be
looks
cool.
super interesting. That game looks super fun. But it looks like it's more of a boss rush than like a 1v1.
I just remember seeing like one video. It was like Bruce Lee versus Spider-Man. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like a Mugen video
yeah,
of
yeah.
like a Bruce Lee
Well,
versus Spider-Man, and it had some
Edgy
gangster-
Toho.
There's
Toho.
I got obsessed.
there's like Counter Strike T and CT on Mugen.
Yeah, there is.
I'd probably play that. That'd be cool.
There's TF2 heavy too.
TF2 having would be
Wow.
cool as shit.
When I was obsessed with TF2, I was like, I gotta
That'd be cool.
download the TF2 heavy.
Yeah.
And I love the Territorial Mammoth. I just remember like watching a muted Salty Bet stream, and it was like the Territorial Mammoth versus like whoever, and like the Territorial Mammoth.
Oh,
And like his intro was like a screen shake, and it was like shaking the screen. And then out appears this little stupid cartoon mammoth, and he just looks so dumb. And I laughed my ass off when I saw that because it was like this hype, and it's just like this stupid looking like third grader drawing a mammoth like Manny from Ice Age.
Oh,
Dude.
Doc Brown.
Oh, Doc Brown. But
Yeah,
dude,
baby.
Magic Geese.
Ooh.
Geese Howard from King of Fighters. There's this fucking joke character called Magic Geese, and it's just geese. It's got all these like stupid fucking animations and shit. Oh god,
That's funny.
I can't explain it. You just have to just look up Magic Geese on YouTube.
Magic
I
Geese.
like
Gilbert.
I don't want to play him.
I like Rugal in Mugen. Rugal's always like strong.
Okay.
Oh, dude, Nurgle.
Cause like it's always the Mexican
From-
like Mugen hackers that make like really busted Rugals.
Dude, Mario 64 Mario has always looked interesting, and any build of Mugen I see, they always have Mario 64. It's not like they took Smash Bros. Mario. They're just like Mario specifically from Mario 64,
Yeah.
with just
Yeah,
like
it's
fucking
all the
digitized
same,
versions of his
you
sprite.
know?
They want a 3D sprite.
I'd want to try him. I'd want to try him, right, Mario?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I like the 2D sprite Mario that was in Mugen. Like and his special was Superstar. He'd always get like really good wall combos. It was a really well animated one too. I really liked it. God, I fucking love Mugen, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to play like a good Mugen build, not just like
Yeah, like some shitty one where we put like
Because here's the thing. There's
Jimmy
been
Neutron or some
Why is that shitty?
there's been
shit. Why is that shitty?
Yes.
Because
there's
it's not
never-
even good, well made. They're gonna be made for the meme.
There's some good, well-made
Okay.
SpongeBob Mugen characters. I love like SpongeBob Mugen characters sometimes.
Well, for the like really diverse Mugen builds, where it's like they just like include like fucking you fucking some 6-year-olds like, hey, I made a character in Mugen, put him in.
Yeah,
They're like,
that's-
fuck yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
That shit has created a phenomenon where now they have all these edgy ass Toho characters, where it's like the little girls from Toho,
Yeah.
and they'll do one attack and it covers the entire screen.
Oh yeah,
It's just so fucking
that's a
stupid.
salty
It's
bet.
like-
They're like an S tier, and that'd be just because.
Yeah, it's like 7 Toho characters, all as the best character because every attack they do like does half your health and it's like covers the entire
That's
screen.
really
They made
Fucking
a
stupid, dude.
They made an X tier for those type of characters.
Oh yeah.
There was one character who was able to scam out a game, even though like the opponent had infinite life.
The Ninja Turtles always scam, dude.
They should always scam.
They always scam. No, they'll like hit someone and then they'll do a spinning kick and then they go all the way up. They go all the way up and they don't come down. They don't come down. They never come down.
They'll like give it a hit. They'll jump all the way to the top of the blast zone, so you can't attack them.
And then they're just there forever.
Sometimes they'll
That's what all characters are for, dude. Hard counters. They cover the entire fucking.
Dude, when are they gonna put Lucha and fucking Mugen?
Dude, I love
Mojo
JoJo. Who is it? Ricochet, the Flea,
the Flea.
We're
Elastic.
gonna put Ants from the movie Ants.
It's like this tall. He's like 3 pixels tall.
We gotta put James from James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
His final smash is a giant peach.
It just rolls over everybody.
Yeah.
Should get that
I think
guy
that someone
in
made
there.
a donut
What?
boy
Should get that guy in there.
of Hugh Neutron.
Bull
Bull's a good
Gagger
game.
of
Bobby
the
Joe
Ebola. What's
Alright.
his name? Bobby John Ebola.
Bobby Joe Ebola and the Children McNuggets Bow and Dagger.
What a cool guy.
Well, you know
That
who we
seems
need?
like-
We need Shaquille with the seal.
Summons,
It'll be your favorite kind of character. It's a summon character.
It's like Kazumi, where she summons the tiger, but it's the
Yeah.
Seal.
Can you imagine Shaquille and you're just going, yeah, like super beautiful.
Have you seen the picture of Shaquille O'Neal with the seal? It's like Donovan's.
It's up here.
There it is.
No, not up there. It's like,
On the other side?
yeah.
Or getting up.
It's very. It's a part of history now.
It's
Taking a
part of
quick
Dallas
break.
Street.
We'll be back in a sec.
I had it laminated.
That's very nice. That's very nice. I wish you could see that.
Yeah, should I put it up on stream real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we like take a picture and put that on stream? This is important.
Oh yeah, just Google it.
I could just download
Yeah,
it.
Google it. That's what
No!
No.
Google doesn't do it.
You have a webcam. We could just pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
put
put.
from Chris.
Yeah,
he
good
says
luck.
Buena
You're
Girl
gonna find
is
a
the,
fucking cord.
Buena girl! Good job, Chris. Buena girl. I remember that.
Good evening, yeah.
Good evening.
What are you doing, Ricochet? Says the flea.
Oh, dude, Ren and Snoopy. Snoopy's the summon.
My tweet didn't go out.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I was like looking for it. That's why I looked
Ren,
on
you
Twitter.
idiot.
Jeez, Ren. Fuck.
Ren and Stimpy ice cream.
No.
Yeah, dude, dual
Jesus
characters, Ren and
Christ.
Snoopy. Dude, dual characters,
Oh,
my
dude.
shit. You know what's funny? I really like the concept of like the dual maids from Melty Blood because there's characters where it's 2 of them on the playing field at once.
Mm-hmm.
But I never.
How do they
I never
work?
play them. You just tag in.
Oh, okay.
You just tag in, and there's a certain number of uses you have for the second maid. So there's 2 maids, and you can do up to 5 attacks. And once you tag, it'll refresh the amount of attacks that you do. So it shows hearts at the top of the screen. If all those hearts run out, the character will just fucking fall on the floor. They don't take any damage, but they'll be immobile for a while. So now it's just 1 maid on the playing field. So you got to balance it.
Huh.
But you can do interesting stuff where you can set it up so you tag to cross someone up. Because you can have them where they're on either side of your opponent. Tag, and then now you're do this maid, right? So now you cross them up that way. So there's some like weird gimmicks of the maids. That shit looks cool.
Damn.
Shit, man.
I'm just gonna replace Don's image real quick.
Okay, so
Replace it forever.
this is a stupid
That's
idea,
my new image.
but I don't know. I don't know where else to bring it up. But I've had this fucking idea. You know how everybody's doing that? I'm completely diverging, but you know how everybody's making their own sort of battle royale game nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a mobile one coming out, and that.
Yeah.
What if there was a fighting game battle royale thing where
Yeah.
it's almost where it's like you play a random,
Well, like
randomized fighting.
would it be
game
like you like the
against-
Simpsons?
like a
The Simpsons
bracket?
like
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Brawler?
Scorpion
like
versus Peter Griffin or something.
yeah.
I hate
gotta be more.
I hate anything
Where you
Family
play
Guy
just-
related. I hate it.
Whoa!
so
What
random.
the fuck, dude? Family Guy's the pinnacle of comedy.
How about Mega Griffin?
Just real quick, I'm gonna put the shack up for like 3 minutes and then I'll take it back down.
Yeah,
sounds
Oh,
good.
that's my new picture.
No, put it as currently discussing.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Fuck.
Has it not changed Good Boys Yes?
That'd
Oh
be
no, it might not have ever changed from Good Boys Yes.
No, it changed.
Perfect.
Wait, are we
Yeah.
streaming?
It changed. I saw it.
Are you squeaming?
Okay, good.
But you probably hit cancel, so I went back to its original.
Oh, true.
But yeah, what were we talking? Oh,
No,
that
whatever.
seems like it wouldn't work. 'Cause it's more of like Battle Royale games are
Because they're all about like depending on like what you find in the level.
they
I mean,
offer like a play style that you don't get elsewhere, right? Like Call of Duty has zombies, but you couldn't make a game where it's just this Call of Duty Zombies mode. People like it because it's an addition, right? And for fighting games, I feel like that'd be a mode. Like, and I think that would especially not be successful because games all try to do that. Like Tekken 7, it has a tournament mode where you can set a bracket and shit, but nobody uses it. They just play normal. So it's just like it's a nice option to have, and I wouldn't like take it out of the game. But I think if they had banked on that being the game, like okay, here's the fucking bracket mode, but it wouldn't be like successful.
Okay.
You know?
Fine. Think about like
So
melee.
maybe as a mode in your fighting game that would work.
Sure.
But to make the whole fighting game.
Imagine a Smash like
Smash
massive
free-for-all.
stage.
Yeah, like Smash free for all 8
with
players.
like 10
Smash.
people, 8 players.
Or like
Smash.
I don't
Think
know,
about like 8 player
50
Smash,
people.
right?
50
8 player Smash. That's already in a superior.
that'd be
game
so
called
cancer.
No,
if
no,
someone would go
no.
Fox down B, kill like 10 people.
No, not where you can see the whole stage. It's where you can only see.
It's like a
your
battle
portion
royale
of
game,
it.
like a 3D fighter
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean, you can.
Oh, so it's like a fucking world-sized stage,
Where it's an actual
like almost like a
battle
Metroidvania map.
Yeah.
Is the stage,
Yeah.
and you just have to find each other and
Yep.
kill each other. Okay, that's very different. Now that might work.
That sounds cool.
Because that's like actually
But
how battle royale games.
Here's the
play.
thing about platform fighters, right? Melee is already like technical, right? It's already competitive.
Mhm.
So when you get these games like Rivals of Aether and like fucking Icons and whatever, all these other games that basically are like, we're gonna make Smash competitive, but this time we're the devs and we're actually behind it because because Nintendo's not really behind Melee,
Right. Yeah.
right? That shit has never like. First of all, none of those like even like the popular ones like Rivals. It doesn't have as big a scene as Melee. It's not as strong, right?
Why is that?
I think.
Here's the thing. I think what I love about Lethal League is it's unique. It's like they saw Smash and they're like, you know what, this is unique. I want to create something like this. Whereas all these other guys were like, I'm going to create Smash. It's the whole reason Smash was successful in the first place is because there's no fighting game like it.
Yeah,
you fucking knock people off the stage. You don't have a health bar. You have a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Every character has the same inputs. It's like
I feel like Rivals is almost like sufficiently different from Melee.
But-
I mean, like how
but it's
how much
taking-
different from Melee? Can you get
It's
from
taking the
but
core
Lethal
concept.
League is like completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
fair
but look,
It's an
why play
entirely-
Rivals when Melee has a bigger scene
Exactly.
and there's more people to play with?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
But that just is popular because it's popular. Is Melee just now it's a one and done? There can't be.
But would you
another
say
game.
Rivals of Aether is better than Melee?
Because I think
There
about
are some things I like about it.
Think
more.
about it this way.
Like, ultimately, no.
There's no
See?
one playing that Melee SD remix because PM exists. So the people that are trying to find the niche of Melee with everyone's viable are going to PM, not SD remix. What?
I like
SD
PM.
remix makes
And then the
Yeah, I know
other
you like
thing,
it.
right? So that's the thing. I feel like the fact that Lethal League devs saw Smash and
Wanted
maybe
to-
they weren't even competitive players. Maybe it's just like when I was a kid, I always wanted to make a game like Smash because I was like, this is so unique. There's like no games like this. I'd love to make something unique like this.
Yes.
That's what I always thought as a kid.
Yeah. Instead of like, I would like to make a game that.
Yeah, rather than like, oh, Smash is my favorite game. I want to make Smash.
Yeah.
That's why I think that Lethal League is like. Well, first of all, you can't even really call it a platform fighter because there's no
platforms.
fighting, there's no platforms.
Yeah.
It's a baseball fighter.
But yeah, it's like you could tell it's inspired by Smash,
Mhm.
but it's like unique. It's like they took the uniqueness of Smash and that's the game, and that's why I think it's. I don't know. Maybe you could argue it's not successful.
And-
Yeah,
Rivals might be more successful.
Simple-
I think it's more.
But it's but I mean, I think back in the day, Lethal League actually had a bigger following than Rivals at one point.
Yeah.
No, because like there's videos of like really popular
Max-
YouTubers,
Max Million Dude. Yeah.
Max Million, even like PewDiePie played Lethal League at like 6 million
Lethal League
views.
is sick.
It's like old school. Like
It's just
more-
like cool.
Yeah.
Like I play Melee. I have no reason to play Rivals.
I, honestly, like
Yeah.
so, I only play Melee, and there's games I like more than Melee, but
Do you think?
don't have a big enough scene for me
I
to
think-
keep playing.
Oh, sorry.
I think it attributes partially to how because like Melee was like this. It has its following because of how it's a Nintendo game and has all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It-
It had
it-
brand recognition.
It had brand recognition.
Yeah.
It had a lot more like dev support and like all that stuff than like Lethal League would have, right?
Mhm.
And of course, like Rivals also like is probably at the same development level that Lethal League is at.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a better comparison point.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like I would say like for what it's worth, Lethal League having the same resources that Rivals had, Lethal League probably had like more success.
It definitely did have more.
And of course, I think it would have been more.
Why did it
like,
drop off so hard?
Here's the thing. I don't.
Do you think there was just
And
been
maybe
more
it might just be
characters,
because the
or-
game's so simple. You know.
Yeah,
Maybe
game's so
people
simple.
drop it.
Does a game that well here's the thing, like there's only 6 characters.
Yeah.
Well, like 7 in do box, but you don't because he's bad. But like, what is it like?
I don't even know what makes a character bad in that game.
It's the English
It's
like
spread.
you hit the
slow
ball
and
and you
the
Slow
box.
English
Yeah.
spread. Yeah.
Okay, and so like there are only 6 characters, but
Iggy.
does that ultimately
What did he say?
does this kind
paragraph,
of
dude. Did he send his paragraph?
Well, let Matt finish.
game, yeah, let
Okay,
me say,
that's true.
does this kind of game need more characters? You know, like in a typical like Smash game, you would think character
I don't-
diversity.
I don't think it needs more characters.
Iggy's saying he doesn't think Smash and Legal League have any similarity
That's
whatsoever.
ridiculous.
He's just saying that what is it? Like he's like inspired by Smash. I think it was inspired
Oh,
by
yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
Because like they're making some sort of like party game type thing. That's
We
like,
can tell just by the fucking menu. It says like game when you win.
No,
And
it's in the
fucking
melee
font.
like in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
aesthetics. Yeah, in the aesthetics. It's
He said the
obviously-
only thing is short hopping and full hopping, but there's also
Even has
there's
fastball.
also
Even has
fastball.
fastball.
It's,
That's-
it's like the concept behind it though. That's like the,
It
It
takes
Smash's
Smash's movement. It
It
takes
is-
Smash's movement.
It also, if you ever
not
watched
really, even a wave dash.
Alpharad,
Dash dancing.
he
Dash dancing.
talks about this thing called Kirbyism, where it's a game is very easily accessible. Like there's a very low skill set where people take the bat, hit the ball. You know, they can just jump up and swing at it.
Mhm.
But there's more into the game that you can delve further into, and that's the same with Smash, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's not the same like input. You have to quarter circle forward sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's not the same accessibility. But yeah.
Okay, you got. I know. I don't know. Maybe I'm preaching to the wrong people choir here because probably everybody hates this guy because you guys are all Smash guys. But
What?
you guys ever read any of like Sakurai's like interviews on like Famitsu or whatever when he
Fuck
just
Sakurai.
talks about random games he played? Like he talked about Eco and Shadow of the Colossus and shit, and I thought it was fascinating. I was like, whoa.
What is it?
There's like this. He was just like talks about the like accessibility, and it's funny. He's like a little full of himself. He'll like criticize these games almost like, well, you know, the game I made is better, but this game's pretty good.
Damn.
He'll talk about
Shit.
he'll talk about like eco. Well, not necessarily that, but I think there's just certain things he prefers about his games over like other people's games. But he'll talk about like eco and like other games, and that like is surprising to me because people like Miyamoto doesn't really play a lot of video games.
Mhm.
Miyamoto is like his whole thing is like he wants to hire people who don't play video games. So it's kind of like, I lose respect for that guy more and more as fucking time goes on.
Mhm.
But like Hideki Kamiya, like in his
Oh,
interviews,
he's-
all he talks about are like fucking games he's played.
Didn't he hire someone that was making porn of his game?
Huh?
Is that that guy?
Is it that guy?
The guy who was like,
Oh, you mean
the
Yoko
expanding
Taro? How
brain
he's like, yo, everybody send me the fucking porn.
Yeah.
It was the expanding brain. He was like banning
Oh,
people from making
shit.
porn of your games.
That was like the
Oh,
It's like-
for fucking stupid ass Overwatch.
Yeah.
Hiring
yeah.
the people that made porn of your games to make art for your game. It's like asking people for the porn of your game.
I don't know about the other one, the hiring people, but I know
Hiring people
he
sounds
set
like-
out.
Wow.
So all these people were sending, you know, Nier Automata, right, Donovan?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy who made
Iggy wants
Yoko All
Okay,
all the fans
fucking-
were sending him like.
Iggy wants in on
Wait,
the fucking podcast.
Iggy wants to actually join in through call on Discord right now.
No, you gotta be here. That's the
Yeah.
rule. You gotta be
I
present.
I wanted to do call-ins though.
Yeah,
No.
there's a-
He's trying to pick a
What are we,
fight with
some
Nathan's
sort of
point.
fucking-
There's no delay if we go. on
Yeah,
Discord.
What are we, some
He
Christian
just-
consultancy
just
service?
wants to-
Oh, chat's right. He just wants to pick a fight.
Wait,
Fuck
yeah.
Sakurai, by the way, Chris.
No.
He just
Fuck
wants,
Sakurai.
you know, he just wants to fight with
Yeah, he
Nathan.
says
I
interesting
love
stuff
Iggy,
is
but
other
no Collins.
Yeah, no
Wait,
Collins.
Look at him. He's spamming my Discord right now.
This is the.
Yo, I thought you said the Sipscore was
Yeah, I
dead.
get on this.
Yo.
No, what? No, he's DMing me. He's
No, okay, so
He's
now
on
he
message
wants to
on
get
Sipscore.
Sipscore.
He's
calling
on
my
my phone.
phone.
he's calling your phone.
He sent me a letter by pigeon.
Alright, fuck it. Let me turn on desktop audio.
No,
real quick.
Whoa. Nobody wants it, AI.
Nobody ever. I like the collective no as in,
Yeah,
like,
like,
It's gotta be
everyone's
in
like,
person.
no.
That's like the fun thing about doing this. We have like friends.
I
over.
put in the work. I
That's true.
drove all the way here.
You didn't drive here. I drove here.
I did want to do
I
call-ins
drove
at some
so far,
point,
bro.
but I know you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
feel like
isn't
you just
this
wanna
isn't
do
who wants to be a
call-ins.
millionaire.
Okay,
All right.
Just to be on the
Suspicions.
computer.
Suspicions.
Okay.
I feel like you just want to do call-ins so you can get Maddie in.
No.
Yes.
I actually like radio shows when they do call-ins. That's like one of my favorite parts.
That was like the last.
That's only happens when we get big.
All over it.
When we get big.
They would probably just giggle.
Or you guys get big.
We'll just end up arguing. We'll just end up arguing. You know.
Well, that's the thing that like whenever we play Cliplash and whenever we have like Cannon or Chris in, it'll just end up being like us three talking and we barely talk to like
exactly.
That's true. But like last time we couldn't.
And also the computer's all the way over there. It's fucking gonna be
Are we doing it or are we not? Like,
no.
I say no.
No.
Fine.
Sorry, we love you,
not
buddy.
today.
But when you come on one of these days, when you come over,
having a discussion.
You want to take a bus? You can come over right now. We can have a discussion.
If no calling, that's fine. Chad's arguments are actually ass with the whole. Iggy likes to argue. I get that I do, but that argument is ass. Second, I don't plan to take
You're right, but my argument is
discussion between the conversation. Look, Chris is like, no, motherfucking Iggy, no, don't bring Iggy in the podcast, no Iggy.
Chad called it out immediately.
No,
he just wants to fight.
No, he wants to be right about something.
Iggy's
It's like
if you want to be right about something,
you could be right, but no one cares.
No, shut up. It's just the delay for me. Like
we actually would not
delay
be
is going to
delayed.
be annoying.
Yeah.
Right now there's a delay, but if he was in Discord right now, there'd be no delay.
We're already fucking yelling over each
if he was in the
pretty much.
So
there'd be no
he
delay.
would have no even way of putting in a word because
that's fine.
In fact, he probably has
Then
more
I have a yes.
like input when he like
text
uses
chat.
chat. Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking that it would like slow conversation to a halt because like no, you go first.
He's saying that he doesn't want to be right. He just wants to actually be in on this conversation because he has something to say.
That'd be great, but you gotta come in person.
I don't know, man. I'm for like call-ins.
Dude.
I like call-ins on radio shows.
I only do this podcast because we have fucking
let's
friends
go.
over.
It was good. Can I steal anyway? Let's go.
Put him in.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Wait, that's one person. It's still 3
Yeah,
against 2.
yeah.
3 against 2.
majority
Fuck off.
rules.
First of all, we've already like broken the flow.
Yeah,
talking.
I wanted to make a point when you guys were making the podcast. I was like, let me talk, you know.
He says no.
Make your point. That's your
He
chance.
says no. I'll come in one day, but Chad's definitely being an asshole.
I'm being an asshole.
To be honest, man, I wasn't paying attention.
Iggy, do you not like to argue, Iggy? Like,
I know. You
what
love
do
to
you say?
argue.
I like to argue too, but I just want people to be here in person.
It's
I like
literally-
having friends
it's
over, dude.
I like looking them in the face when I'm right.
Literally, I just like talk about like just whatever.
I like
fucking
talking about
thing,
random
like,
shit.
about-
I feel like I'm getting.
I was
to know
coming
you
to this
guys.
podcast and he told me it was a bad idea, and I was like, no, it's not
about
a
like
bad
whatever.
Nice
Really?
jealous.
Whenever I talked about like
the
whatever.
truth comes out, Matt.
What?
You didn't even want to shoot
No,
podcast.
not
Iggy.
Oh,
He told him
Iggy.
he didn't want
Really?
to do the podcast.
Wow.
So now,
Okay,
now
then
Iggy's jealous that he's on the pod.
Now we're talking.
Yeah,
about
wow.
Iggy.
Now you're definitely not get called on this shit.
Is this the Iggy cast? Are we gonna be talking about Iggy now?
Oh,
No, I'm not trying to be an asshole towards Iggy. I'm just saying he wants to argue. Which
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you want to argue. That's why you want to talk in this
Alright,
conversation.
enough about Iggy. Let's fucking keep the conversation.
Okay,
going.
okay,
What are we
guys.
talking about? What are we?
So
you
here's the
said
thing
you
about Iggy.
Here's the 5 times Iggy has sworn.
On his Minecraft stream.
Last time on Quiplash, he said poop on the.
Don't say it out loud again.
Sorry. I don't wanna get
I'm
mad.
sorry, Iggy. It's just
Dude, this
Sorry,
is
yeah, I didn't mean to.
Really
misrepresent
discussing
you. I don't
it,
think
no,
you said
sorry.
this
poop.
is a Christian stream. Dude.
I think you said defecation, not poop.
I can
Poop on the-
I can consult Donovan's mystical book of.
See, if Iggy wants to come in on the podcast, he can come next week. I'll be down to revisit.
Hell yeah.
If he comes next week, I'll read some more Sakurai interviews because they're interesting, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely suggest.
No, then we have 3 guests. Let Iggy keep it for the next one. Then we'll have like a story. We'll have someone, you know.
I love that, dude. I love game designers talking about games.
Yeah.
They're always. It's just.
Have you watched them make
Dude,
Super Mario Maker levels?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's the game developers that make like Super Mario levels.
Yeah. They'll that's like a specific thing. Like the You Don't Know Jack guy did a.
Yeah. And also the guy, some guy involved in
Jack
Toho
Rose.
made a Super Mario level.
Yeah.
I forget who.
Zun?
I think that
There's
was
only
him,
one guy.
Yeah, there's
involved
only one
in
guy.
Toho,
Yeah.
so-
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask before,
So-
but like, have you watched the GDC lecture or the GDC talks?
I watched
Game-
a couple.
Game Developers
I started
Conference.
to watch them because here's the thing: Game Developers Conference became like super right. It became kind of like
How do you mean?
all like feministy and shit. They started like it'd be like, oh, fucking socialism in games or whatever, And it's just like all this
Wow.
stupid shit.
I was not aware.
Yeah. There's one where it's like a screenshot.
What?
And it's like how you can use communism to improve your games or some shit. This is from
Yeah.
GDC Talk. And I was just like,
Use means of
I'm just like,
production.
I don't want to
Memes
listen to this garbage. I like the old GDC Talks where they just talk about game design and not like, or it'll be like, oh, here's fucking.
It's just a marketing technique to be like, oh wow, these people, they care about what I think,
It just makes me want to support them less. But since
Yeah.
I found out about like HookTube is YouTube,
Porn.
but no.
It sounds,
HookTube
it sounds like that.
right?
You don't support the artist.
Is YouTube, but when you watch the video, you don't give them clicks.
Wait, what was
So-
Basically, you're
So-
like deliberately not giving the artist.
So basically,
anything.
all you have to do is take a YouTube URL, switch the U with hook, and it'll just be that video. So shit like, I fucking hate BuzzFeed, right? BuzzFeed does those stupid like $5 chicken versus $5 billion chicken. I finally got to watch those because I don't have to give them clicks now. And they have pretty high production value. But of
Wait,
course,
you put in the extra effort to make sure they didn't get one
They
click.
get-
Exactly.
Oh my god.
yeah, dude. Well, listen, you can
Just
have.
on principle, you just go through the
Dude, he's a
extra,
principled guy.
the extra effort just to watch the dumb $5 chicken.
I go through extra effort for all kinds of shit. All right.
Everybody, welcome to the.
That's
There's,
so
there's
creepy.
just, Iggy and Chris are talking a bit. Chris
What?
wants to join the podcast. He says,
No.
Now everyone wants to join the
But what
podcast.
if it's someone like little?
Our
Like, I don't want, like,
podcast
an
is sick,
H-bomb.
dude. I told you. These two
That's
guys,
like
I
one
needed
more-
to be in a
that's like one
podcast.
more
Yeah,
guy
but-
helping him
but
be
I'll-
like recommended.
Now that me
to
and Matt are on the
fucking
podcast.
YouTube.
Okay, by the way,
No,
he's,
fucking
so-
the wait. What?
So just some continuation from Twitch chat. Yeah, Iggy's like, I'd love to argue. I do love to argue, but that's not a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad
it's
thing.
not a bad
I
thing.
didn't say it was a bad thing. No one said it was
He
a bad
says
thing.
it's
Just
not
gotta
about
be
being
in.
right. It's about promoting an actual conversation. And he said, I never said anything about not going on the podcast with a bunch of question marks.
That's
I remember. He may say it sarcastically, but he definitely did say it.
Okay. And then Chris is like, yeah, I'd like to. And then he said, if not, it's fine.
Chris.
You know what? I'm like one of the biggest anti-Chris people, but like today I'm like, I had a good time with Chris.
Anti-Chris.
Dude,
We're the anti-Chris party, dude. We
Yeah,
were running
what's
for
up?
election.
What's
dude.
up? What's up? But yeah, I was probably one of the like meanest people to Chris, like low key, but like I don't know. I'd be down to have him on the podcast.
fun to
I
have
don't.
people.
Oh my
He
god.
was, I mean, he's a good boy.
Chris,
He
man.
went to Big Bear, dude.
Chris,
Let me
no,
say
Chris is a
something,
homie.
brother. You got your moments, and you also don't have your
You also
moments.
got your.
Iggy also said, I'll go if Chad's not on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Now he's.
He said, I'm not allowed to argue, if so, XD.
You can argue.
Maybe
Well,
he's
literally, all I said was you like to argue, and he took it as a negative thing.
Iggy's not allowed to argue.
And then Iggy just...
If he's on the
said-
podcast, he
I
can't
love
argue.
arguing with Iggy, dude. A was just telling me the other day. He's like, you'll know when Nathan's arguing with Iggy because you'll hear his fucking keyboard.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, yeah, we'll be...
That next podcast is just gonna be you and Iggy for like
We'll be
5 hours.
at home
arguing about who the best fucking Melty Blood fucking character
Yeah,
is.
maybe
Is
that's.
it Hakajio Harama or fucking Kostikino Pino?
The microphone almost fell over, and I almost picked
I'm
it.
good, I'm good.
Well,
I literally-
Maybe. You're
But yeah,
right.
like
Maybe
I'll
it's
like
not
Nathan will just be sitting in bed. I'll be on the bottom bunk, and I'll just hear.
No,
I'm like,
you'll hear this.
give me this dude, right here. And I'll just.
And then sometimes when I'm gonna
Okay, I don't do that, dude.
Who the fuck banned? Wait,
Did I do it on accident?
who? Oh wait, I think I modded someone, and somebody like banned Iggy from the channel.
What? Unban?
Oh god damn it, Nathan Russell, you're the only mod. Explain yourself.
Nathan Russell, what the fuck? Unban
That's
Iggy.
funny.
Oh my god.
Wait, can he watch the video if he's banned, or is it just he's out of
No,
chat?
he's banned out of the chat.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Fuck Russell?
Russell's got some claws.
He's
Steven!
got some
Unban Iggy!
Steven Universe. You gotta defeat
I want to
Chris
ban
Brown.
Steven Universe from this podcast. And I'm not
Steven
gonna do it.
Universe? Let's talk about
We
Steven
need him.
Universe,
Let's
right?
not.
We need him in the Crystal Gym.
What's the... There's like...
Who's,
I feel
who
like it's-
actually watched and enjoyed Steve?
Okay, hold up. I feel like it's the brony crowd. It's like...
I love Steven.
Let's go! Yeah!
There's no woo.
Right? They're both like shitty cartoons that like a fucking group of like middle-aged individuals enjoy watching.
I'll say, I generally do like cartoons.
I do too.
Mostly
I do too.
because of the voice acting. I'll say
I'm
I
not- here's the
watched
thing, I'm not
Steven
criticizing-
Universe and it was decent, but I think over the time, it gets worse and worse. And that's kind of the thing with cartoons, they go through a rot. I mean, it just depends on your taste. Like, when I was like a stupid 15-year-old kid, it's like, oh, stupid fat curly head kid. He's like, I'm Steven. Look at me, I'm eating a hot dog. And I'm like, that's fucking funny. You know, that's comedy right there.
Was it like when you were young, or do you still like enjoy it?
Well,
it's one thing to like.
Well, I don't still enjoy it, but I found a reason to enjoy it, and I can kind of like look back on it, and it's like, oh, that's kind of why I enjoy it.
Taste change, right? Everybody, there's always like going to be those shows that people like. Like I used to like Adventure Time when I was a kid, but I wouldn't watch it now. I didn't like it. I don't like it.
I really love Total Drum Island.
I
love
Total
Drum
Island. I love TDI. Why didn't you like Total Drum Island?
Oh God!
Honestly,
as a kid, it was just so fucking stupid to me.
It was
like fake reality TV.
It was funny. It was funny.
No,
their characters.
I think I was spoiled because I watched it around the same time I watched Drawn Together. And fucking Drawn Together is so stupid, I love it.
I remember that.
Drawn Together.
Have you seen that?
No.
Okay.
Is it like a trunk film?
It's where they have like 6 characters that are supposed to be like ripoffs of the other. You have like a ripoff of Superman, a ripoff of Link from The Legend of Zelda, ripoff of like a Disney princess.
I don't think it's supposed to be Link. I think it's supposed to be like a generic anime.
Generic anime character that gets video games.
Ripoff.
They had the SpongeBob ripoff, the Pikachu ripoff.
Oh yeah.
Betty Boop ripoff. Yeah. My favorite one was like one of like I guess it was kind of like a Scooby-Doo or Josie and the Pussycats.
Foxy Love?
Yeah, Foxy Love. Fun fact, that was voiced by Cree Summer, who
same for Kids Next Door, right?
Yeah. I probably did mention that. Yeah.
Is that number 5's voice?
Yeah, that's number 5.
Yeah, her voice is very recognizable.
Yeah, definitely. She has a beautiful
Dan
one.
Waldorf was my favorite. Fucking SpongeBob.
Don't make me suck your dick.
Don't make me suck your dick. Don't make me cuddle you like a baby.
Don't make me suck your dick. Oh god. It was a bad series. It was a bad
series. It was so
series.
lowbrow, but it was also like it had its moments.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we rewatched it, like it would definitely have its moments, but I think it would just be like kind of.
I'd say generally it's lowbrow.
It's very.
But that one part that don't make me suck your dick.
That was funny. Oh god.
That's A+ rating.
I've been telling Nathan, like, I'll be like on my computer just like watching random shit, and some will be like top like OK Cupid like conversations or something. Like those will be like the funniest things for me. Like one of them was like, "Hey babe, you want to go out to dinner tonight?" And then the lady's like, "Okay." And then she notices the picture of just a dude in sunglasses. It's like, first I'm gonna have to see the picture of that dude without the sunglasses. It's like, no, I can't do that. This picture's fake. And it's like, what the fuck? Why don't just people on OkCupid just use their regular profile picture? And then the guy's like, oh, that's easy. It's because I'm married.
That was funny, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a funny little
Was that a compilation of like...
It was a compilation of like people...
Was the fucking flower still out?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that
Nice
was really
Guys.
funny. Yeah. Like, it was r/nice guys or something.
Compilation.
And it's just like, ladies, don't send me nudes. Send me pictures of you smiling with your dog. Send me pictures of you outdoors. Send me pictures of you eating nice food. Send me pictures of you in your garden. I'm not one of those boys. And then, like, the comment below it is like, why don't you send me the nudes while this faggot over here eats a flower or something? It was so bad. I love it, dude.
Oh, cool. We just got another one. But the chat updates.
Did Iggy get unbanned?
Yeah, I don't know. He just got like instantly unbanned for some reason. I don't know. But it was like all his messages got like.
The fuck, Russell?
That's funny.
Can somebody inform me on the joke of Sans Undertale? I don't get it. Says Iggy.
Okay. Well, the point of it is
You're not in the club.
I'll explain this like in depth now.
Pretty much
And that's pretty much okay. So Undertale, like throughout, I guess our friend group is known as kind of like
the
a
cringy-ass
meme.
game.
Like it's a cringy ass game because I guess
cringy
we didn't
community,
enjoy
but the game
it,
itself
and
is
it has
still
like
cute.
some weird topics, you know.
The game
So-
itself is great.
But no.
It's just like Tumblr humor.
No,
It's Tumblr the game.
I think it's
But
more
it's
that
funny.
it's Tumblr humor, and then like
It's
game
not.
theory, they make like
It's
8
charming.
videos on Sans, and like
That
Sans.
is-
is
Yeah,
like-
yeah, that's pretty much it. There's like huge culture and a huge
Okay,
fan.
give me a joke that was funny.
Hide behind this conveniently shaped line. That actually made me.
Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, well,
No, come on.
I'm not saying that it's not
It's-
It's cute. It's fucking charming.
They have cute and charming moments, but I'd say for like the
It's like
most
Chris,
part,
where,
like it's made cringy
It's like LOL
by
random
the community,
stuff.
and a little bit it's by itself.
yeah, fair enough. I just don't.
It's
think
kind.
that
It's kind of just
like,
like
the
Shrek.
spaghetti and just like all this just
Okay,
like
it's-
random shit.
it's
where they're
like-
oh, if we throw this random element in,
I'm a chef and I make spaghetti.
spaghetti. This fucking
It's
skeleton
basically.
jokes.
It does that. It does that formula over and over. You know.
It's just a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
saucy.
Let's not.
Okay. Well, anything like
is
with
it
that,
loud
it's
like
just
Yeah.
it's just kind of like that mentality. Like, oh, this is a game backed with like one of the shittiest like communities like
Like the
to
dude
this
who
day.
made it
you
It's
know?
the- it's
lived in
joke.
Andrew Hussey's
Yeah,
basement.
and that's pretty
Oh,
much
wow. Okay.
and that's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
joke.
Mhm.
And
You know who
also,
Andrew
Yeah,
Hussey
yeah.
is, right?
Homestuck guy.
Homestuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
oh god.
Yeah.
And also the
I
reason Sans Undertale
Matt likes them.
because
Yeah, I know.
because Sans is like a boss or something.
It makes sense.
And
now.
he's like supposed to be like super
Shit,
edgy,
text you.
you know.
Matt,
He's supposed to be taken
he's a
really
fan of
seriously,
Homestead, I think.
but his design is like
Oh.
super like bad and weird and like edgy. He's like
Right.
glowing eyes, like you're gonna be burning in hell, kid. I'm gonna fuck your mom, idiot. See you later, you know. And so it's just that kind of like it's supposed to be edgy, but it fails so bad that it's a joke.
Yeah.
And so we'll just put Sans Undertale. But what if that was Peter Griffin? Another thing that's like, oh, fucking shitty people
It's-
think
it-
that
you
really
have different
bad.
interpretations
the
on why
joke-
it's
no,
funny.
here's the thing. Here's why I think it's like it's
Yeah.
the joke that's the same as every other joke.
Yeah.
This joke is so bad. Here's this joke again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Alright,
Here's-
alright.
It's not supposed to be. It's not
The-
supposed
the
to be
joke-
funny.
The joke is
It's
that
supposed to
bad.
be an anti-joke. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a bad joke. It doesn't make that much sense, and there's not much thought put into it,
It's
and
pickle
it's supposed to be bad.
It's pickle Rick. It's pickle Rick.
But also, I will laugh every time there's a picture of Marge Simpson, and underneath it says Sans Undertale. No way in hell I'm not laughing at that. It's so fucking stupid.
We had some chat updates. Just real quick, 80s came back. He's like, I played it throughout the whole thing, and it never came off as edgy. But I'm glad I get it now.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel
Okay,
like we
the Sans
think it's funny for
sponsor.
different reasons, but let me go with the Undertale thing.
Yeah.
I need to read the rest of this chat.
The reason I don't like.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, this is
Oh, okay.
Chris says, here's what I think. Steven Universe is a good cartoon. The crowd gives it.
Okay, Chris
The
said
crowd gives it the reputation. The crowd is, if the crowd is great, then it's liked a lot. But if it's edgy, it's going to turn out like the Undertale fandom. And then some random person said, you guys doing coke. I don't know if...
We're doing what? Coke?
Yeah, we're not doing coke.
I don't think I.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean,
Sans Undertale.
And then
I mean, I feel like you
Toaster-
walk into a random.
Wait,
crowd and, like,
Toaster
Man?
Yeah,
Sans
Toaster
Undertale.
Man did.
It's like
It's that's not even his last
so
name.
fucking loud!
I love.
God damn!
I love Joshua. By the way, Toaster Man, that's you.
Yeah, thanks for joining the podcast stream, Toaster Man. I know you're Trivia Murder Party god.
Yeah, we have 5 viewers. Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. We've
But-
had a consistent 5 viewers.
Yeah,
like,
Holy shit.
The
Yeah.
fact that I can hold any of these fingers up on my hand to represent the viewers is a miracle.
This is more viewers than Chadwick's midnight melee stream. So I'm
Whoa,
pretty proud of
that's
myself.
like one more viewer.
Wow, the
Wow.
celebrity.
But,
Celebrity Chadwick. I get.
115 followers on Twitch.
Everybody,
Wow.
back to it. Everybody does.
Oh, me?
have their
Oh, yeah,
own
yeah.
Interpretation of like.
I got like 25.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I was
But
gonna
the
say
point
about,
is, it's bad.
what I was gonna say about Undertale versus is like Undertale's inspired by Earthbound, right? And Earthbound, like one of the first jokes. I haven't played much of that game, but like the first joke was already like set me up for like, okay, it's pretty funny. Was fucking you play Earthbound, right?
Right.
And you find out, there's all this crazy shit going on, right? The fucking
Joshua.
asteroid crashed onto Earth or whatever, right?
Guy.
And then there's a fly, right?
Right.
And you find out this fly is one of the strongest beings in the universe. And then it gets swatted by Ness's mom, right? That
Oh,
shit's
it
pretty
gets swatted
funny.
by Pinky's mom.
Pinky's mom, some shit.
Yeah.
Some stupid shit where it's just
And
like this
then their head-
absurd situation.
Yeah.
But it's just the mix of things and that.
And just the way
And it makes sense because the fly uses like psychic powers or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
Buzz.
it's being able to kill these aliens or whatever,
Oh,
right? And then the mom just swats
That's
it.
it.
It's still a fly.
One of the big
regardless
reasons
of-
why like the like charm and like interesting thing that came into it. What were you saying?
Let me just finish
Yeah,
real
okay.
quick. But
it was like ahead of its
it was
time.
well. Here's the thing. It's just like this absurdist humor, and it's set up pretty well. I think in the universe it makes sense, and it's pretty funny, right?
Right.
And then you play Undertale, and it's like, hey, the skeleton eats spaghetti. Guess what? There's spaghetti in random.
It's like
places
Lil
in the
XD
world.
random.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's why I
spaghetti
don't
is
like
like the
Undertale.
lowest, I think.
Sans
the-
the
Boy,
shitty jokes, I don't think.
I'm-
are funny.
Haha, this dong is really long.
Exactly.
Long cat. You like long
The-
cat? We'll
the
give you the
fucking-
long
Oh,
dog.
you can flirt with this frog, and he'll blush, and he'll say, "Oh, are you flirting with me?" Wow, frogs can.
It's
Get
like
this outta here, fella.
Earthbound is like old Simpsons, and then
Exactly.
Yeah,
That one was
Undertale's like
Shadow
new
was funny.
Simpsons.
Okay, like what about like the Froggets in the beginning area where it's like it kind of breaks conventions where people like typically just mash through dialogue. It's like people just mash through my dialogue. They don't even listen to what I have to say. Oh, you too? Jesus Christ.
Then it's like
They're kinda like self-aware.
So it's
Yeah,
still
it's
like
self-aware. It's
not-
kind
I mean, there's you can
being self-aware.
It's
just because there are
automatically makes it
exceptions
funny.
to the criticism doesn't like make it free of the criticism.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like just because there are like there's a funny joke or two doesn't make it much
He
better.
asked if there
There's
was
some
a funny
fucking.
joke.
Well, there.
But even that, I don't think it's,
I
like,
wouldn't deny that there
particularly
are.
funny.
One
It was
person talking at a time. Jeez.
Yeah, I think it was clever, but it's
I'll
like
do
it doesn't
whatever
make you
you-
laugh. It makes you go
it
like
doesn't make you laugh
it makes
that
you go
much.
oh yeah, that's it. You
Like,
know.
Undertale can at least like even if it doesn't make me laugh, it makes me laugh, but it can at least make me smile.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the.
I mean,
thing.
sorry, Earthbound.
Earthbound, yeah.
When was like the last time you played a game and were like when has that happened?
Earthbound made me actually like laugh. I like that.
Stanley Parable. Yeah.
Well, that's not really a game. It's kinda like
is there chat up
It's
there?
a walking.
more of an
Yeah.
interactive
It's
fucking movie.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
One sec.
Just a
We
quick
got
chat update, real quick. We got some people saying, "Oh, I like Undertale, I like what you."
I mean,
Well,
we're not
I like
discouraging you from
Undertale.
liking
It's popular.
Undertale. You're obviously gonna find things that are funny that we don't, but we're just giving the reasons why we don't find it funny or
And
we don't.
why we
right.
think Sans Undertale is very funny.
But yeah, and then also we got Iggy in chat again saying for Chad, Jen says, "Go home and you're a dumb bitch."
Yeah.
Say
I
you
mean,
love her.
I love you, honey.
And
Mwah.
then we also got Chris saying, it's in regards to Undertale being not a bad game. He says it's not, but like people hold it at a colossally high review. If you compare an indie game to Ocarina of Time as the best game, then you deserve to be slapped by me, boy.
That,
Okay,
you know,
we're not
time
comparing
is
our.
Oh,
No, that's just what people have been
Hold on,
saying.
guys.
We're not talking about what people
just
say. We're talking about our.
That was just in 2016. People were writing in really high review.
Wait.
Okay. Oh,
Did
what?
Chris just say that Ocarina of Time is the best game ever?
No.
I fucking
No,
get it when
this
people say
reminds me.
that.
This reminds me. Okay, so on IGN, they have like a game, the best game of all time.
3 out of 10.
The best game of all. On Game. It's like Game Informers is like the best game ever made, right? And they have that every year. It's Ocarina of Time, Melee every year. Undertale
Ocarina
came-
of Time and Melee?
Yeah, the two winners every year.
This
And-
is
and
this
then-
like
Wow,
stupid, like nobody.
Yeah.
wins.
And then Undertale came out like a month before this survey.
And it almost
ended,
took
yeah,
Ocarina of Time, right?
yeah.
And that's the objective list.
Melee
Yeah,
hell.
no, I think
It's the best game ever made.
no, yeah.
It's official.
And
Stop
official.
arguing.
it's and then when they lost, either they won or they lost. I forget. But then they're like, oh, the people that are voting against Undertale because they don't like it. You're ruining a 14-year-old's dream of having the best of the game they played. You're ruining
Oh
the
my
experience.
Well, the other thing I wanted to say was me and Donovan have different reasons why Sans Undertale is funny. To me, it's like just like playing the game and like I don't know, just like cringy shit. Like not necessarily.
He's played the game I have.
Not necessarily, because like Marge Simpson, I don't think The Simpsons is cringy, but Marge Simpson is just like a funny character, and then to like place her right, because she's, I'd say old Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
It's like a pretty good like pillar of comedy.
Yeah.
Like you can watch it, you can laugh, and you'll be like, wow, this is a pretty clever show, right?
Mhm.
So then you put that in with also random humor of Undertale,
Yeah.
right? And you get shit like, okay, so Donovan showed me this video forever ago, which
Oh,
is like
God.
The Simpsons and Undertale. It was this animation. She's like, Homer, we're in Undertale.
Where are we? We're in Undertale, Homer.
you seen like the Andy Wilson animations? Do you know about those?
Oh, this is the Cuphead one.
This is the Princess Peach one.
No, like there's a thing called Synopsis Ed where he just goes into like Blender, makes really shitty animations with like ear rape and everything, and then it just really absurd.
I usually watch like 2D ones.
No, this is like a fucked up 3D one. It's called Synopsis Ed, and it's just really absurdist. And
so like Potato Knishes.
Oh, you showed me this.
Yeah. Synopsis Ed. Yeah, you remember that?
The one with the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. I just find shit like that funny.
Is that the Jimmy Neutron one?
Just Jimmy Neutron. It's like almost exactly like that.
Neutron.
Yeah, it's almost like that.
Bond with me.
Bond Jimmy. Yeah. It's almost exactly like that. But like with the Simpsons.
That's in my brain because of you.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
It's an experience. Before we leave, I'll show you the video. It's pretty legendary.
There's some stupid shit in the chat right now.
So it's just like the fact that Sans is a cringy character to me. Same with Steven Universe. So I feel like it's not just their communities. I just think the games are cringy. Like the humor doesn't make me ever like laugh ever. It's just like I'm wincing watching it.
Okay,
so that's why the characters are so funny.
Let me say something about Mr. Sans Undertale himself. I also think he's cringy because there was something we were watching where it was just like a video that was just like all puns. Yeah. And like the guy seemed like very proud of himself. That's the character that's being built, you know? Like, okay, I mean, it's fine if puns are like happening like once in a while, but like, can you imagine me? The only source of humor I have is like, let's leave out of here before the dog barks, you know? I want to get root up in the enemy, you know what I mean? You know? Yeah. Like, if I said that constantly, you'd want to, like, beat the fuck out of me. Like, I beat the fuck out of myself. Like, that's stupid. And that's kind of like what the character is. Like, he's supposed to be lovable. Yeah. But also, he's dark. He's edgy. He's mysterious. He's from fucking power. He's from fucking Earth now. Okay, so he has a blue eye and blue bones. And he throws every which way. You think you're getting past his spaghetti? No, faggot. He's gonna get you with his skull smash. Right there.
No. I like when he said the blue bones. The penis.
I mean, you guys weren't. You guys, none of you are Tumblr people. You know, I'm from Tumblr. I
have one.
You have one. I'm active. I'm have 20.
I used to be quiet.
Yeah, I'm like knees deep, right? Yeah, in Tumblr, you know, I have like 2,000 followers. I post usually every day. Yep. Or I used to. We post every day.
You have a big,
so I know about the community.
Big post in there.
Yeah, I have like a post with like 200,000 notes. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways,
throw some of those notes.
Throw them
like meme pages have stolen that post.
Meme pages. I've been on meme pages. It's sad. It's a sad life.
Yikes.
Okay. Anyways, there's people that actually like want to have sex with Sans.
Yeah,
right here. Dude, I'm part of that.
Yeah, we've all seen Santa's blue penis.
No, but
blue penis.
Like it goes deeper.
We're not strangers.
There's multiple blogs on like Sans sexy RP.
Yes.
And there's all this
TF2 servers.
I'm part of the Discord.
I swear.
I'm part of the Sans.
You're part of the Sans
ASMR Discord.
Discord? Is that a thing? Probably.
Oh yeah, talk dirty to me.
It's like really just like weird.
You just sent me reeling.
Dude, change the name to the Sans Undertale.
Have you subjected yourself to the Undertale 18 plus comics?
No.
Wait, subscribe to them?
No. Have you
ever come across one?
No. Have you ever
jacked off
subjected yourself? Just like, what the fuck is this?
To 18 plus Undertale?
18 plus comics. My body shriveled in on itself.
Oh, like fucking! I've seen it.
Why?
I've seen everything, man. I've seen his blue penis. I've seen Pappy Roos's fucking orange whatever penis, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd suck the marrow out of those bones.
There's something special.
I'm gonna vomit.
That's it, guys. I'm going home.
Toasterman brought up a good point. It's just like maybe if the fans weren't like that, we would like it a little bit more. But
actually, Nathan wouldn't.
It's definitely
but it has some truth to it because we wouldn't be talking about like it was like we wouldn't be
Yeah,
making jokes
Right,
about
it wouldn't be as big of like a.
It wouldn't
right?
be a
Honestly-
popular thing, you know.
Yeah, honestly, when I like talk shit on Undertale, I talk more about like.
Yeah, like the fans.
I don't
yeah.
talk about the fans, but it's like
I kind of.
the fact
But,
that it
but
has such a
if the
following,
fans
right?
weren't there, the joke wouldn't make much sense or be as funny.
Like what's like? There's probably 1,000 shitty RPG Maker games, and I'm not talking about them. And maybe if I played them, I'd be like, "Wow, this is shit." But I wouldn't
Yeah.
feel the need to talk about them.
Yeah.
But because Undertale is so popular, it's just like, why does everybody like
This
this
is
game?
popularized, and I feel like this is stupid.
I feel like sometimes I dislike
fun.
something before I even give it a real try. That's that, I feel that sometimes, but
Sometimes.
it's hard not to just because like you're
Well, you know the kind of games you're gonna like.
yeah
Like
yeah.
if I went into the new God of War, I haven't played it yet, but I already know I wouldn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I could say that part of it it's just like my bias going into it, but
Yeah.
I've just played a lot of action games. It doesn't look like compelling to me.
It's
Like,
like-
I'd rather play Devil May Cry.
It's like going to a restaurant and being handed a plate of like cow feces.
No,
And
it's
it's
more
just
like,
like, what the fuck is this? It smells like shit. It's like,
I'd
you
rather-
don't know how good it is until you try it.
no, it's more like you in
Well-
ramen places, right? You don't like ramen, so
Yeah.
if we went to a new ramen place, it's like going into it, you'd already be like, I know I'm not. I'd rather go to a burger place.
I get
Did-
you.
did-
Well, you,
so
you
that's
know,
like-
yeah,
yeah.
you already know.
Hey, you already know you'd
Like,
rather
I
do
haven't
something else.
eaten cow shit, but I've eaten regular
That's
cow
true.
shit.
Based on past experiences. Did you want to play? Did you want to play Doki Doki? Did you actually end up enjoying it?
I never ended
I
up
was
playing
interested-
it.
They finished it.
I liked it a little bit, and then I played another visual novel, and I was like, it put it into perspective.
Mhm.
Because I played Doki Doki Literature Club, and then I played Tsukehime. And Tsukehime, in my opinion, was like, it blew me away. So all of a sudden, Doki Doki, by like comparison, was just kind of like,
yeah, it's very.
It was
not
alright.
as- It's alright. Yeah.
Well,
I think for my first one, it was like, it's okay. And I mean, like, I wasn't expecting it, and it was like, oh, the shock, and then it's
you
trying
weren't
to play
expecting
on,
it.
like, oh, yeah. We definitely weren't expecting, like, some parts of it.
Honestly,
I'm only asking because it seems the same kind of game where it's like there's a very big hype train behind.
okay, so I actually don't understand the hype behind it. It's nothing we haven't seen before.
Not in that format.
Format.
We haven't seen it in that.
I-
Format.
I mean,
I've
but there's
never
things
seen
that
it.
have done similar stuff.
Well, I've never
Yeah,
done
Nikki is a visual novel, isn't it?
I've
That's
never
what
done,
the big
like,
inspiration for that game, that visual novel was.
Yeah,
Is
I mean,
it-
like, and it's like it was more that like, oh look, like people like
Oh,
miss the point and just like, oh look, waifus,
how,
you know.
how far?
Yeah.
How long ago was Yukihime?
Huh?
How-
Tsukehime?
Or how long? how
Oh
long ago
god,
was
that came out
a
maybe
couple
like
months.
maybe
Oh.
in like the late 90s or
it? Okay,
early.
that's why.
No,
Because YouTube wasn't a thing before. That was a very streamable game. That was a
But-
very let's playable game.
but okay, but
That's true. That's
Doki Doki Literature Club is basically like Five Nights at Freddy's but for weebs. That's how
I
I
don't think
feel.
that's necessarily true.
I
wouldn't
feel- I
say
feel-
that.
Ass.
Because
No.
Hot take.
It's-
Hot take.
Doki Doki
Yes.
Literature Club.
That's a hot
It's
take.
like-
That's a, but no. Here, because it's supposed to. Oh, look, it's a fucking. It's a pizza parlor with animatronics, and then
Oh,
there's
it's
not
on
like that.
Freddy's?
Well, it's not. I don't see it as deep. I don't.
It's
Fred?
new. is
It's
the
new.
thing.
It's
It's
is
not
it
deep,
really?
It's something that has.
It's
I know that it's
maybe not in
new
the
in terms
U.S., but stuff like that's definitely been happening in
Sure,
like other.
but it's new to this audience.
Yeah, but it's like
We've never seen
people
something
miss the
I should
point of the
have.
game entirely.
Well, that's
It's
the
my
thing.
gripe.
That's why it widely appeals to children as
Yeah.
opposed to like most adults or like
Well,
a lot of dumb adults.
FNAF.
For
Okay,
now. Yeah.
Matt, what you were saying about Tsukehime, right? You're like, it's because the internet was back around back then. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think you're right? There's different factors that go into what makes a game popular. But I think part of it was that Doki Doki Literature Club had like the Smash community behind it because it was made by Dan Salvato.
Wait, no,
So already you have people who know Dan Salvato, and he's made kind of a name for himself. Because Tsukehime has been around forever, and they're remaking it.
What?
And this remake is like, have you ever heard of Tsukehime?
No, no.
Did you know it was getting a remake?
No.
It's the melty
No,
devil,
see?
right?
So even though it's like
Oh, no, it's
What
part of
benefit
fate.
did it get from
It's
the
a part of
Smash
fate.
community?
Well, it
fans, people
Wait,
who were already like
because
who were
look,
already,
look, Smash, the
oh,
Smash community is full of
okay,
weebs.
Iggy, he was like, yo, did you know it's Dan Salvato? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
he knew
names
Dan
off it.
Salvato, but
You know
like
Dan
the
Salvato made
Smash
this-
community in general does not know Dan Salvato.
I didn't
think
know.
a lot
that
of them
was
do.
wrong.
20XX
like,
is
look,
huge.
I don't have no, and I wouldn't say Doki Doki's bad,
They know him as.
but I feel like people don't take it.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
That's
there's
enough.
They don't know about
And
Doki Doki.
I think that
There's
Dan was
this-
actually. I think he was trying to like prove a point that like he's trying to give it like a deeper meaning behind the game, and then
Yeah.
people like miss the point entirely because there's waifus.
That's just like the. That's,
Yeah,
like the
that's
J-
why I don't like. That's why I never played it.
That's
You
like
don't
the
like
J Cole syndrome. I think.
I mean, it's like bait though. It's like waifu bait.
What's wrong with that?
But no, I mean, it was like intended to be like, and then people it proved his point.
What's
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
what's
so
wrong? What's
I
wrong with
understand.
That's the thing that's wrong with weeaboos. I think. My
So he was
opinion.
just trying to like go out and
Okay,
prove
but in
like,
articles, he said he made that game to get people into anime.
Really?
Yeah.
To get in the anime.
Yeah,
Was it
so
really?
part of it was to make something a little less conventional. So almost like you see past the waifu part and you're like, oh, you know what? Anime is not that weird. Now I'm like seeing it in this light.
But
Right? Like it's an interesting
I
story.
feel
and
like
it's just
it-
got characters.
I feel like.
So,
Actually, yeah. No, okay, no. I think you're right. I think.
fucked-upness of weebs. I think his point. It's been forever since I played that game, so I don't even remember what his
What the
fucking point
fuck?
was.
What?
I mean, there's some stupid combo going on in the Twitch chat. It's just.
You're saying?
I thought you were gonna say Jeremy. I was like, yo.
Keep
He
going.
said Spec
I'll
Ops
take
The
Collins
Line.
from. I'll take Collins from
He
Jeremy.
said
dude.
Spec Ops The Line is the worst game he's ever played. I'm like,
Who?
yeah.
Really?
Who did?
Yeah, Toaster Man.
I've
I
heard
mean, he's
nothing
like
but
he's
praise
talking up
about that
Undertale, by the way, just for context.
Wait, who said Spec Ops: The Line was bad?
Toaster Man.
Oh, okay.
Chad's.
Spec Ops. Yeah,
Why?
friend.
Spec Ops doesn't look very great. I played the demo and I was like,
No,
eh,
no, it's
pretty
the
boring.
Do you feel like a hero yet? The whole.
Yeah,
You know about the
I
thing?
know what game it is.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I played the demo and I was
But-
like, not
Anyways,
into it.
I
That's
still,
the
the way I
point
feel
of
about
Spec Ops The Line, though.
The-
They
the-
force you to do that
it's
shit
the-
because you're
It's
brainwashed.
the Doki
Yeah, but like it
of shooters.
but honestly, it's like it's. I don't like how it's like. It's not his fault. I would say it's not Dan Sabala's fault.
You
It's
don't
just
like waifu bait?
I don't like the waifu
In
bait.
general?
I really don't. I really.
What's wrong with waifu bait?
But it's not. I mean, it's like
If it's a cute.
I think Dan
Cute
is.
Dan
like,
knew what he was doing. He's smart. He's smart. He knew what he
It
was
was
doing.
his
Cute girl
first
in the game.
visual novel, right?
Visual
but
novel,
one
yeah.
of the like in interviews, he said the criticisms he got from like fans of it were people who weren't big on visual novels said there's too much dialogue, and people who were big on visual novels said there was too little dialogue. So the characters didn't get built up as much as they should. They didn't have as much.
That's,
Well,
I
yeah.
think that's definitely true.
I think that's
They-
true.
they
I've been
get
playing
built
Tsukehime.
Yeah, I remember-
In Tsukehime, all the characters are like, they get so much, like they feel like really deep characters
Yeah.
because they have so much dialogue and personality that's
Yeah.
written into
Yeah,
them.
here's the thing. I feel like there's almost a cap on like maybe visual novels in general, but like the first half of that game was very slow. You know,
No,
I
I-
imagine that
honestly-
that if there was much more dialogue, it would have ultimately hurt the game's popularity because people would drop.
I mean,
Well, possibly if
I
you
don't
had a
read-
we've
midsection
we
where-
oh go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, it's just like it's just like it had the same effect that what was the one with the disabled girls?
Oh,
Yeah.
Katawa showed you.
Yeah, it was like the same effect as that
Okay.
almost in the way.
Really? Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Katsuo kind of blew up a little.
Yeah, it blew up. But this is like it would blow up the same if it were released now, like that Doki Doki Literature Club would. And it's like to me it like Doki Doki Literature Club like it was just like people like a game like like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. Why I compared it to that is because it's just like it's supposed to be this game, but there's a twist. It's just that's what I think. It's just like and it gets grim and dark. And it's just
I
like,
don't know.
Five
Every-
Nights at Freddy's
you
really
cannot-
like give you a twist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Again,
It has a
no,
spooky
but
vibe all throughout.
but still, it's
I mean,
like
that's like present like right at the
But
beginning
it's-
of the
it's
game.
just like-
yeah, it's not like you don't know what you're going into.
yeah,
playing
true.
Five Nights at
But the thing is,
So
it's
it's like
just
a shitty
I
movie.
think that's a bad example. But for the point I'm trying to get across,
Just
is
like
it's
the
like
facade.
it's like I can't get connected to these characters with the amount of time I'm given, and it's just like I don't see the hype behind it at all. I really
there's a lot
don't.
of shock value.
Yeah, it's just
So the
like
characters not being built up enough.
yeah, it's like the
and
shock value. And it's,
combined just made it feel kind of cheap.
no, that's why I feel like the game's cheap. I think that's a proper term.
I almost feel like it was enough, just because maybe this is kind of dumb, but the characters aren't ultimately important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's true.
Well,
that's one of the
but
things
I
where
can't
like-
get attached. I can't get attached to these characters. So
Plus you can-
once they die, it's just like
Yeah, it's just like you stop caring after.
Yeah.
Like for Tsukehime, I still care about the character.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
months after.
But then they just kind of remind you that it's like, oh, they're robots. You know, they don't.
Yeah. They kind of tried to make a point that they're not like sentient or anything, but that just makes me care about the characters even less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the vibe I don't like. I don't like it.
You don't like being
because I'm gonna invest like that much time. It's just like I feel like I waste my time. You know, I want like something that like leaves.
If they're not gonna
like,
take it as seriously, like
enriches,
to fucking immerse me, then it's like, oh, okay. Well.
Yeah. See, that's why I just like I didn't waste my time too much on that game.
I liked it, but that's only because that's like the only fucking thing.
So it's your only like visual novel example. But here's the thing: I think there's a lot of things that go into the popularity of shit, right? I think the Melee community is a valid reason because here's the thing: Tsukehime, it's not a game that a lot of people know about.
I'm assuming it's a dark visual novel or something.
It is
like
a visual novel, but it's made by the same guys who do Fate Stay Night, which is huge. I mean, maybe not so much in America, but it definitely has more popularity, sales, etc. than Doki Doki Literature Club. Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night still has games being made for it, and the first visual novel came out in like 2002, and they're still making they have Fate Excella, Fate Zero, Fate Grand Order, all these fucking Fate Stay Night series that came out of that one game because it blew up. It's one of the most popular visual novels ever created.
Okay.
And this same company made Tsukehime, but nobody knows about Tsukehime.
Isn't it longer than like Lord of the Rings at this point? I think like
maybe
the lore,
games and shit.
Wait,
Yeah,
So how does
between
this
the
relate
games.
to the overall point? What was this?
So my point is this like powerhouse of visual novel studio, and they're like Tsukehime is being remade, so it's still like relevant, but nobody knows about it because it's kind of niche, and I think there's no like bigger community because Melty Blood. If you didn't know, Melty Blood is just
fighting game.
Tsukehime, the fighting game.
Okay.
Melty Blood didn't have a big community, but Melee's got a pretty big community, and I think fans from Melee, people who know Dan Zalato, played Doki Doki.
Right.
I mean, I can't prove it, right? But I think it got
the game out there.
Maybe a little bit.
Because I think Trihex played the day it came out, and Trihex is big. And then once he played it, some other big streamer is going to see that he played it. And
I see that as more like
it's a Twitch era that definitely helped.
more influencing rather.
What does Trihex do then?
He's a
He's the
speedrunner.
try-hard emoji.
One of the biggest speedrunners ever.
Yeah,
And he's one of the Twitch emojis too.
He's
tryhard.
He's the
The black guy.
yeah. It definitely.
the black one.
I think it's mostly Twitch that helped that game become popular.
maybe.
Yeah, because it's a very.
And then it
Also,
just,
you're right. It's much more streamlined.
and also-
Yeah, so
no,
like,
also-
is
Tsukuhime's
Tsukehime
long,
like
but-
would that really be the
no,
same type of experience?
also it's just like people wanted to see. The twist is coming.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
watch the
true.
Yeah,
twist
that's
coming.
the big thing. That's the big.
I want to
thing.
see
They
their
have a
reaction.
But I think
Games
the
with-
hook kind of cheapened the experience.
Games with
Yeah.
moments.
And then of course the Twitch streaming was like, oh my god, and then you know.
Well, yeah, they're reactive. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But like, games with moments are also very likely to, like the FNAF. What happens when the fox thing runs down the corridor? I want to see it. But like, what happens when he fights the sands?
The
What
Sands.
happens when he fights the skeleton at the
Fight
end?
Sans Undertale.
What happens when he finds Marge Simpson?
Yeah, but yeah,
Marge, we gotta find Freddy Fazbear.
Honestly.
Chica the chicken.
But I don't like that whole YouTube bait era of games where it's like a game gets all this recognition.
Oh
It's
yeah, like
just
Freddy
fucking-
Fazbear type.
It's
shit.
made for like a YouTube audience.
well, that's
That's Five Nights at Freddy's.
that is the
Yeah, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. And
Slender
Doki
Man.
Doki, Slender Man.
But
Slenderman was
Slenderman was actually just a game that was like not even supposed to be for that. It was just because they were fans of Marble Hornets.
Wasn't
And they
it
made a game out of
based
it.
off of like Slenderman was the actual like thing?
no.
Well, it
Was
was.
not? Before the game?
Before Marble. No, it was
before the game. Yeah,
It was a forum post on some like paranormal website, and then they made a series called Marble Hornets, which
really
brought in popularity, and someone made a fan game of Marble Hornets and
What's
called.
Marble Hornets?
Oh, it's kind of like a lost footage version of like Slender. Think
Like-
what's
like
the Blair Witch Project but with Slender.
Yeah, it's like he was like recording like vlogs, and then Slenderman just happened to be there and stalking him, and then you just see them like yeah, it was like whoa.
Man chasing
And then they made Slenderman the 7 pages, and then
I'm
you know.
such a pussy. Those kind of things scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, there's a new.
It's actually really funny.
Have you seen the new? There's a new Slenderman type game called Baldies.
Okay, not the game. I'm saying those kind of videos.
Yeah,
like,
okay, videos. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Dude,
Slenderman's right behind you.
Dude, watch it. It's fucking
5
great.
Nights at
Wait,
Baldi's.
no. There's Baldies where you have to solve math questions, and if you get an answer wrong,
I know what
he
you're talking
gets really mad at you. He gets a ruler, and he goes, and he like walks toward you with the ruler. Every time. You,
Oh, I've been seeing that around.
yeah, it's so fucking funny.
Yes, Toaster Man. Sony is making a fucking Slenderman movie.
Yeah, they are.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I
coming
would-
out.
When's the Minecraft movie coming out?
I'd say Slenderman. We gotta fight off Cuphead.
I want Cuphead in the Mugen
We
though.
gotta defeat the devil.
Dude, Cuphead. That's a game that became a phenomenon. That
Well,
I actually really
that's
do
actually
like.
no,
I
no,
love
no.
Cuphead.
No, it was good because the art style, which brought the people
Yeah.
in, they want to see the art style.
It
and
was
then,
a
and then
simple
when people see
game.
It's
Rage.
true. It's just a visual feast.
Otherwise, it wouldn't really stand out.
yeah, like imagine if they just did that with like 2D sprites, and then people are like, ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
same
It's like, oh, it's like kind of like Contra, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's true.
But
I do love
I
Cuphead.
do love that game. It's a simple,
And I know you like
challenging
music.
game. I love that music, baby. I have
Yeah.
it on my fucking phone.
Oh,
It's
I
music.
love listening to that.
No,
They got some
Jazz.
tunes with that. Yeah, it's all jazz. That's what I'm about.
what did you think? Sorry to go back to Undertale. What did you think of the music? That's another big
well,
reason.
everybody loves music. I like music.
The music.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Of course, I can't fault the music.
Victor the Crocodile.
I listen to Toho shit, dude. Of course, I like fucking Undertale music.
Alright, speaking of
Like goes hand in hand.
speaking of
low-key-
music, what?
Low-key, I like listen to Undyne's theme to pump myself up back in those
Yo,
days.
that
Before
fucking
I talk
the
to-
shit out of me.
Before I talked to
What?
my crush one time,
It's funny. I don't like any of the characters, but I like their themes. I must be like an ad.
Undyne's
Megalomania
theme?
was like an instant banger, even though he made it like 15 times before.
Well, no. Wait, he made that for Earthbound Hack.
No,
Yeah.
he made it for Homestar.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I thought he made it
he
for.
re-released essentially the same song over and over again
Wow.
until it landed in Undertale and
That
did
became popular.
gangbusters.
I wish I would have made an Undertale remix, dude.
Yeah, that was made
We
big.
knew, okay, there's a guy who was visiting here who basically made all his money. Like
Yeah,
he made music and he was
Felipe.
pretty popular, and then he started making Undertale remixes. That was it.
That was
Now
it.
he's making fucking bank.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Yeah, he could afford he was from Chile.
There's dude. It reminds me of like toys in Japan. People that jump on trends. Do you know what toys in Japan?
Oh god.
No.
Are they a remixing
Like-
group?
No. They
boxing channel, right?
No. Okay, so say like they're like what Keemstar got all the drama and shit.
Yeah.
He made nursery rhymes, right? Like five monkey jumping back.
okay,
He would put Keemstar's head.
I have a bunch jumping
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking
Yeah. So he'd put like five little Iron Mans jumping on the bed, 5 little Keemstars jumping on the bed, 5 little PewDiePies jumping on the bed, and he has about like 20,000 videos on his channel.
They're all the
And-
same thing, except the models are just like switched.
It makes hundreds of thousands of dollars per month making these.
What does he do? Hold on.
Oh,
He
like-
makes toys.
Well, no. It's called Toys in Japan, and he takes whatever's popular at the time and then makes like a nursery rhyme out of it.
Because like the nursery rhymes, like some mom is just gonna put it on for their like.
Yeah,
years.
No,
he doesn't really make the nursery rhyme. It's like one track
It's the same.
throughout the 800 videos. that
It's
he
not
has.
even like
the
the
same-
lyrics aren't even
It's
swapped.
the same.
monkeys.
It's the same fucking jumping animation
Yeah.
or something, except it's switched out with like the Incredible Hulk, fucking Grape Ape, fucking Yogi Bear. Like,
Thanos.
It's crazy.
Thanos,
It's
yeah.
crazy
I wish
because
I
like
had this idea.
I want to know the person behind these type of channels.
Huh?
I want to know the people behind these type of channels.
I just
They're probably
Remember
like
the-
so
Streams.
They're probably like party
Steven
animals.
Remember the 1,000-degree knife? Whatever.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Like invaded the algorithms and.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Glowing knife.
Dude, the life hack videos are the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Right.
Dude,
Life hack.
My
my little cousins would watch that. They'd be like, "Look at this." Like, this
Wow,
Dude,
you can make a
I
fucking
saw-
lighter out of a battery. Just
I saw-
throw it on the ground hard.
I saw a life hack
Shit.
where like the guy was taking he got out the shower, there's like the mat there, he goes like this, he goes whoa, and then he just gets the mat, he grabs it, gets a hot glue gun, puts
my
glue at the bottom of it, and sticks it there, and then tries to push his foot, he's like, and then thumbs up, it's just like you just
Yeah, dude. I heard you met a word.
It's just Yeah, that's like the YouTube like demographic switch.
Yeah,
from, like,
and then it gets 20 million views, and I'm just sitting here like,
Fuck.
why?
Children became like the hot demographic
Yeah.
for YouTube.
My videos should be making 100 million views.
Because of the algorithms or some shit, whatever, like the YouTube, like, you know, it's like, oh, retention value, and like, if you watch this video,
Spider-Man.
Elsa Spider-Man,
Yeah, that shit.
like you
so
play,
weird.
you put the videos just for children to watch, and you make them super long.
The guy who did Dark Souls 2
Jumping on my hand.
One
Fell
fell
off and now he's dead.
Alright, we should have two conversations at once, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you guys can just like, you know, we'll stop. You can go ahead. And
It was on the side.
I'm
It's
ready to
not- alright,
fucking come, dude. Watch this.
Wow.
I came for you.
Are you gonna bring up something after we discuss the music?
Oh, wow.
I was just gonna bring up like the fucking James Brown thing. Like, there's this meme going around where,
Oh yeah.
like for Infinity War or something, like someone dissipates in the dust, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't feel so good, you know.
Yeah.
There was this one where it's just like James Brown, like a picture of James Brown. It's like, and the music that he sings is like the story is like, I don't feel so good.
I saw you.
It's because we
Oh, yeah!
Chinese restaurant.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good.
I
That was pretty
fucking love that one. I'll show it to Matt. He'll
Spam.
love
No,
it.
he was there at a Chinese restaurant.
Was
with
he?
us.
Was it at the Chinese restaurant?
good. Yeah, I was at the Chinese restaurant. Yeah.
Wow. But
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good.
We should probably tone it down a little bit just because.
Hydraulic press.
That's true.
What time is it?
Hydraulic press is another
It's probably
clickbaity, like
1:58.
anything.
Oh,
Hydraulic
yeah,
press
when they
versus
press
fidget spinner,
down.
like in like shit like that, you
I
know.
like it when they do like gold blocks.
Yeah, it's satisfying, but like it gets clicks though. That's the thing.
The cool thing is, my dad showed me that before it was popular.
With the hydraulic
My
press
dad-
videos.
My dad
Yeah.
put himself in a hydraulic.
My favorite is when they crush like the crying emoji, and it just gets really deformed. Yeah.
That's a reaction image right
Yeah,
there.
that's so good. It's pretty good.
So
Yeah.
you
Emoji culture is weird.
Hmm.
I hate
Yeah.
emojis. I hate looking at them.
I think
You
they
look at-
ultimately
Guilty
run the
pleasure.
culture.
They become like a Sans
I
Undertale
don't
kind
use
of.
them at all,
Neither do I.
but I see
Never
them in
use
memes
one.
all the time.
Yeah.
I just
Sometimes
use the
I'll
heart
put
emojis.
the I'll
No,
put
no,
the
no.
black thumbs up just because I have the options to. Like,
I have the tools.
yeah. Good
I
job.
don't even do that. It's quicker to just type OK for me.
Okay.
That's true. Well, I mean, if someone sends me like a bunch of stupid emojis, I'll just send that. Or the fucking one where it's like the moon, but he looks like.
I like the thinking
Melee moon
emoji.
or- Wait, the melee moon or the moon from
ASMR,
Very Big
yeah.
Blue House?
ASMR.
No, it's
ASMR.
just
It's funky.
I love the thinking
Just a
emoji.
regular moon. It's just a regular moon. It's just a regular moon.
Funky
Oh,
Kong
Okay,
ASMR?
okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
no.
But
Oh
in
yeah,
your
the Funky
face.
Kong ASMR where he drives you home from the airport.
Stop with the fucking Funky Kong
It's so
Good.
good. It's okay. So about ASMR, there's like a big section on Twitch, and there's a few people that get like realistic looking dolls and like whispers in their ear and put like cotton balls and swab like the mic.
Yeah.
And it's really weird.
They'll go up to the mic and they'll just say like, funny.
Yeah, it's so weird because they're like, oh, that's a satisfying noise. It's not satisfying to me. You're cotton fucking rubbed across the back.
I have like really good
You know
studio.
what's the funniest shit though?
What?
dude? To me, the funniest shit. I used to do this online all the time. With a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's just fucking people blowing into the mic.
It sounds so funny to me. It's pretty funny. It is pretty good. That
sounds so
shit's so good.
stupid. Dude,
I think
did
Toaster Man
ASMR
has a good whisper in the mic.
I have not actually seen a single post I agree with from Toaster Man.
Oh yeah, the smiling emoji with the cowboy hat is definitely a high tier emoji.
Oh,
Yeah, what the
God.
fuck is wrong with Toaster Man? What the?
Well, it's a good emoji, dude. It's a cowboy hat.
I agree with him on that one. That's my only point of agreement so far.
Every good emoji.
Oh,
is
and also,
bad.
Yeah.
I've agreed with him on Trivia Murder Party being fun.
It is fun. It is fun.
I like Quiplash
I-
better.
Quiplash is funny. I like making our own.
Who was it? Oh, it was Iggy who didn't like Trivia Murder Party, huh?
But I did he? I thought he
I,
would.
like, I don't like Trivia Murder Party either.
Me and Donovan like it a lot.
I love it.
We like it.
I like it because it's I don't know. I don't know why I like it.
It's
I just like it.
atmospheric. It's got a lot of.
You know,
personality.
we should have like a family feud.
That'd be cool.
Yes,
love
we'd all be dressed up as like this.
You're
I'll
like
be
Manila.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, you could be Steve Harvey. That would be perfect.
What is an organ a man has. Beep. A penis. Whoa! What the hell? This show's going to fucking Satan. Oh shit.
Important shit.
You need to use the restroom?
You guys like Monopoly?
I love Monopoly.
Hey.
Wait, let's just play Monopoly. They have a GameCube like Monopoly Party that's like fast. You want to play board game?
Hold up.
Oh, we can play board game.
We're on
What
a-
were we just talking about?
We're on rocky ground being Monopoly. I could give it a
You
try.
played it before.
No, I did, but it was shit.
Oh, you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait, what happened?
Because
I feel like you
Family
might not
Monopoly
like the
is
way we play it because
the
we
worst.
use the rules. We play kind of slimy, so we have to play an honest game, a couple honest games.
We
that,
play-
and
whoa.
then do-
No,
What do you mean?
fucking
We always
break out
play
the
honest.
slimy shit. But like, let me know, let me in on it. Or like, is that the purpose?
Wait,
of
so
the slime shit?
what made your Monopoly experience horrible? That's what I want to know.
Wait, what?
What made your Monopoly experience horrible?
Monopoly itself.
Well, really, what's wrong with it?
It's just slow. And it's
Slow?
awful.
Oh,
You play
And you can
No, you gotta play
it's
chess.
slow
Really
and,
quick.
But it plays
Yeah.
chess.
and you see it coming and there's nothing.
That's a
you
good
can
point. How
about
do you
it.
play chess but not Monopoly is too slow?
Because, excuse me,
How's Monopoly?
chess
too
is
slow
as
for you?
fast as you want it to be.
Chess is so fucking.
You can go for some fucking crazy gambit. You can go for
King's
Like-
Gambit.
King's Gambit is relatively safe.
True, but what if you're
You don't know
fast
what
and
the
your
shit you're
opponent's
talking
slow as
Ooh.
shit?
Ooh,
I
Matt's
know
heated.
shit, nigga.
Oh,
Oh,
for
man.
the orangutan's defense.
Ooh.
B4.
B4.
Finland.
That just sounds weird.
Okay.
The Finnish strategy. I like Finland.
What? Finland?
Yeah,
The
Finnish.
Italian defense.
That's a one.
I'll
Norwegian
bet you bitches.
defense.
Okay. Fucking.
Finnish is
speak
bad,
Italian.
isn't it? Right? Isn't the Finnish one pretty bad?
I don't know about
Over
With
chess.
talking
the,
about
the
Monopoly.
Finnish one, I have no clue.
You
You
got
play the game of Monopoly
castles.
with us, it's fast.
It is
But
pretty
the slimy shit
decent.
is
We should have a
like-
timer, 5 seconds.
Well,
for
what
decision.
kind of slimy shit?
We don't have any slimy
There's-
shit. Oh, the only slimy shit is like
There's all kinds of slimy
if
shit.
like
You can lie about the properties you have.
Oh,
You
shit.
can like it's like shit that's
well
not
you
covered by
yeah
the
you
rules.
can do
shit
that,
that's not covered by the
but
rules.
like
So shit like if someone's like doing a deal with another person, once their dice has hit the thing and they've moved, the next person can
no
roll.
like say it's all four of us playing, right?
Right.
You know, and I roll and it's 7 spaces 1 2 3 4 5 6 7.
He lands
it
on-
lands on your property, right?
Right.
But you're not paying attention. You're doing something else. You're on your phone. You're looking at your money,
Nobody tells.
and nobody
Yeah,
tells
you
you.
don't have to pay.
Oh.
Chad can go, and then once his dice hits the table,
Yeah, you're
I
sorry,
don't
like,
owe
you
you
can't
rent
pay
anymore.
That's fucking.
But you can
You're
make
solely responsible for your
You can
rent.
make it even slimier than that. I did the slimiest fucking thing one game. I was playing with Tim, and Tim was brought over this chick, and Donovan was out of the game at this point, but
I
it
remember
was
that.
Tim and this chick, right? And what the fuck happened? I landed on one of his. I don't remember what he was doing.
Oh
he was,
yeah.
Oh, he was paying me, or he was paying her or some shit because he landed on her spot. Tim had 2 properties this game. His only way of winning was someone landing on his dark blues.
Boardwalk.
She
yeah.
landed on it. She had rolled, landed on. I don't remember. He was like paying her or doing something, doing
Yeah.
something. And I was like, if he bankrupts her, he gets all her properties. So if I roll right now, she won't have to pay rent, and then she has a higher. Because at that point, I had more properties and shit.
Oh god.
She would have a higher chance of landing on my shit, and Tim would be out of the game. So I would not have to worry about him getting all of her properties and then making a comeback.
Because he was doing something else. Like.
So he was doing something else. So I rolled, and she had landed on the spot. And he was like, "Wait, she landed on my spot." And I was like, "It's too late. I roll."
Yeah.
And
God
Tim's
damn.
That's slimy.
Tim is a good sport though. He like he's
He
like,
was-
if
he
it's
was
not covered-
arguing
if it's not
for
covered
it,
in the-
though.
If it's not covered in the rules, he's like, "All right, well, if it's not in the rules, then it's fine." He's like a very by the rule, by the books guy.
Damn.
Sure.
So if it's, if it's
Don't
if
look
it's-
at your phone, Matthew.
I'm looking at the chat.
I
Nobody
want-
else.
I want
Wait,
to
wait,
do
wait,
it.
is chat up there?
The chat's right there, bucko.
I wear glasses. I can't see
Yeah, I
shit.
can't read that shit.
I care
I
about
have
the
my
chat,
glasses.
man. My
Oh,
friends
okay.
are in there.
That's true.
Yo, everyone's hyped on Monopoly now.
Dude, get Toaster Man down here for Wednesday, Toaster Man. I'll pick you up. Come play Monopoly with us.
I feel like with all the games, we wouldn't have time for Monopoly, but
Yo,
I can bring
Monopoly,
it.
How long
Monopoly
is
on
it?
the Quinta, Monopoly stream.
it's not that long.
Anywhere
There's just
from,
so
like-
much shit going on, man.
Anywhere from like
Apparently it's an official rule. If you land on somebody's property and they don't notice, that's an official
Oh
rule.
yeah, no, it's an official rule.
yeah, we
It's
know
called
that.
squatting or
Squatting.
something.
Squatting.
Well, we know that. Yeah, we read the rule books. Like the rent owners are solely responsible for people paying. You know, so you can do some slimy shit.
Um,
And I mean, technically, like if you were in the right to be able to like roll the dice. And go
Yeah, what I
past
did
it.
wasn't against the rules. That's why he was cool with it.
Yeah.
But he was pissed at first.
dude,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know who I brought this up with, so let me know if you've heard this before. But like, isn't it just a crazy thought to think that every just stupid game that you played when you were a kid or just growing up has like an intensely competitive audience? You know,
Oh, well,
like fucking Scrabble.
Anything
or
has
like,
no, Scrabble is actually it has a competitive scene.
Yeah, it does.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, Scrabble's like-
Yahtzee.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cornhole. Like,
Fuck cornhole, dude. Why the fuck is cornhole popular?
it was
What?
on the TV at my work.
Dude, I don't like.
It was
Jenga.
tuned. Yeah, Jenga. Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to be like Monopoly competitive scene. I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah.
I don't care enough.
Yeah, but just
So
like
I don't know the competitive scene for like half these
fucking
games.
strap.
I wish everyone liked poker. I love Texas Hold'em.
I love card games.
I want to play Texas Hold'em.
I'm down to play Texas
Hold'em's
Hold'em. I don't know the
fun
rules,
shit.
but I could be.
It's
fine.
weird.
It's
'cause,
card
like, we want to
Yahtzee,
play all
basically.
these board games, but we're going to like La Quinta and
To play Tekken and Melee.
Yeah.
I don't usually play Melee.
Get a
We should have a board game night. We should have a board game
I
night.
love
I would say that.
get a stream overlay
Iggy
from
seemed pretty
Monopoly.
excited about it. He's like, "What day?" And I was
Well-
like, "Oh fuck."
Well, we can make an
Just
official
do it.
day. Matt, is there any other day other than Tuesday that you could?
Tomorrow night we're having a game night here because.
Well, that's with Carly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could come here after 8.
So we like having
Tomorrow
we like
is
having
a-
game nights.
Tomorrow,
Not
I could,
tomorrow, not tomorrow.
Not
Yeah,
tomorrow.
probably not
Like-
tomorrow because we didn't.
I'm-
say
I'm-
that.
I'm-
Tuesday actually would be a good day.
Tuesday. Tuesday.
Well, I don't really want to go to sleep
Yeah,
on
T-
Tuesday, but I can do it.
Not this week, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not this week.
It's so weird. I was scheduled. I'm usually scheduled on Wednesday, Thursday. You know, so Wednesday wasn't gonna work. So I was just gonna like call out or like call in. You know, that sort of thing. But they scheduled me for Tuesday instead of Wednesday.
it was like perfect.
So it like worked
Miracle.
out. But like
Yeah.
Miracles
it was so
2018.
random.
Yeah. All right. Wednesday I have to. I'll be here after 8 because I work till 8. So
Wait for La Quinta?
yeah, lucky.
Damn. All right.
So I'm
we got-
gonna be like 6 hours late.
Well, we got a lot of people coming in late, so.
Oh wait, will I delay Tekken?
Wait, is everybody going?
We'll have to delay Melee.
Delay Melee. Well, when are you gonna have the Tekken?
Probably
Oh
later.
shit!
Well, the thing is,
I
we
might
get
have to-
kind of want everybody to be there before I start the bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be because I'm gonna stop work at 8 and I'll drive all the way to the freeway and that by that time it should take only like 40 minutes.
Sean's gonna be.
So
yeah,
you'll
that
be
means
here
we can
at,
have
like,
Sean
9?
definitely for the crew battle.
Mhm.
You'll be at like 9.
Yeah, like 8:40, 9. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Damn.
create a stream schedule then around that.
Yeah, and then the cruise would probably should we be like we do pool like the first round and then we do like maybe like second round and then we do cruise or do we because we have to fit time for stream and we shouldn't do it too late. The
We
cruise.
should do cruise first.
Cruise first? You
Cruise
think?
first.
Damn, it's kind of late.
No.
Iggy, the only issue is most people are able to stay all night, but Iggy has to
He
go
has
at
to
12.
go, yeah.
So
Well,
I
you
kinda
can
start early
you could
today.
give me you could DQ me if I'm being too late. You
Well,
need-
who else is going to show up late?
Sean.
Just
Sean's showing up at like 8.
Sean and Chad.
Sean and
Mhm.
Chad. So, but they'll probably be more we'll probably need them more for Melee. I think we should have Melee, Tekken, without
First.
Sean and Chad. And then,
Okay, that's Sean and Chad. Okay.
and then Melee Cruise, and then Melee Bracket.
Then you probably have to reseed then, right? Did you have me and
That's
Sean then?
fine.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
All right.
We'll probably reseed at the event anyways, just in case people are like.
Yeah,
"Yo, can I, like,
I'll
do-"
send you my files before I work.
Is this still like on
Yeah.
the podcast?
Yeah.
Should we end the podcast?
Yeah. Well, you look kind of beat. Would you like to?
Yeah, because I gotta drive you home, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, hey.
Look at
Oh,
chat.
chats.
Yeah. Look,
Oh, No, fuck that.
Secret Hitler is pretty cool.
What happened?
It's basically
Keen's in
mafia,
that.
but
If you're ready, we're gonna announce it.
Alright.
Battle Royale games.
We,
dude.
we at the Microsoft would like to announce our new Battle Royale game, Halo Royale.
Halo Royale.
Wow. Just
More like gay.
See, that's
striking
the
while the iron.
Right here, bro.
that's the secret.
Oh yeah,
Oh
brother.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the secret
Alright.
leaked information you'll get only on this podcast.
Yeah.
So signing off from the podcast, it was great having you,
Oh,
Chad.
you weren't
It
gonna
was great
say
having
you weren't supposed to say that, dude.
What?
Fucking Steve Jobs is gonna come for you.
Matt,
my Microsoft
Chad, It's definitely been a pleasure having you guys. We
Thank you.
enjoyed your inputs.
Yeah, it was great.
That was definitely the
Shooting
most
conversation
invested
we
I've
had.
been so far in
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that was really nice.
Good conversation.
If you guys
That
ever
was
want to come
rocking.
by, make another date, we
Yeah.
can always do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
baby.
Should we have the podcast La Quinta edition?
No,
Can we do
there's
that?
already too much shit.
No,
going on.
There's
There's
already a
too much
stream.
shit going
There's
on.
already a stream.
It's already too loud.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe at like 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
when everyone's
After
like
hours.
Oh, right, everybody's gonna be playing
The Sip podcast after hours.
That's gonna be everyone's
4
gonna be so
a.m.
dead.
Just
Yeah.
like when the stream is like dead and there's nothing else to do. Just like Donovan
The
goes
Airbnb
like,
item
all right,
is-
we're gonna do an impromptu podcast. But yeah, for now, let's just end the stream. Adwick, would you like to share anything else?
Shout out to Jen. I love you. I love you so much. You're not watching, but I love you.
I love you too.
Follow him.
No, you don't.
Follow
That's
him on
true.
his
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. I'm sorry, Iggy, if we seem mean. I just think it's not right to have all of us here.
Opinions.
Iggy has
Opinions.
a-
Opinions. Yeah,
Do
true.
you have anything to say?
Well, let me first start off by saying,
I like that.
well, you know,
Your lips kind of point downwards like a parrot's beak.
yeah, come back to me. Skip.
Matthew.
All right. All right, back to Don. Back to Don.
Thanks, Don.
All right, shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, Nathan. First off, let me tell you, Nathan fucking sucks, dude. He's the worst goddamn person I've ever. He stinks so bad. If you take a whiff in a 1 mile radius around Nathan, you'd be overwhelmed with the shit smell of clams and oysters. He eats clams and oysters every day, and I hate it. Your parents miss you.
Also, shout outs to Toaster Man. I love you.
Shout outs to Toad.
I was actually gonna shout out Toaster Man. I don't like him. I also have to arbitrarily shout out my girlfriend because I do. Chadwick just did. Chadwick just
He's
did.
a guest.
That's
You
true.
shout out your girlfriend every day.
It's tradition.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's true. I also do I do every day anyways. So it's like redundant at this point, but like I don't know.
Shout outs to
Alright, you know what? You
Somehow
shout out your
bring it
girlfriend too often, so I'll shout out your girlfriend. Shout out to Aya's girlfriend.
Yeah, shout out to Maddie, dude. Fucking, I don't know you.
Guys, I miss my girlfriend. I'm sorry.
Boston and shit, yeah.
Boston,
good
Massachusetts.
job being
She's in Pennsylvania right now.
Pennsylvania, where the pens are.
Oh, there's a lot of pens.
I'm sorry, fellas. I just miss my girlfriend. I like doing this. I
And
think
also
it's
shout outs to Melee.
I think it's cute.
Shout out
If it weren't
to
for
Mark
Melee,
Six.
this house wouldn't exist.
Shout out to
These people wouldn't
everyone's
exist.
girlfriends.
Except
They love
we wouldn't.
me more.
Yeah, let me shout out to Iggy, like you said, right?
Shout out to
Yeah, it's a
Iggy.
shout out to Iggy. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Iggy's my real girlfriend.
I was just
Shout
saying
out
to
to him.
Iggy and his hopefully
Dog.
change of heart on the 3 roommates sort deal.
Please, dude, let us live.
Shout
There.
out to the free marketplace of ideas.
Shout out to communism.
Shout out
She's
to
the
capitalism
communist
here.
What
Shout
the
out to
fuck?
free market.
What am-
Free market.
More like
Free
a
market.
flea market.
That's capitalism. So, I mean, that works.
Shout out to
What's up,
groaning.
Matt? Yo, yeah.
Shout out to groaning.
Communists are not allowed on my
Christian feed.
Stream.
my stream.
My Christian
Oh, I'm
stream.
sorry, dude. I'm gonna have to stop hosting you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh no.
Communists are not allowed to have opinions.
Oh no.
Shout out to all the black people that died making this film.
I'm wearing red tonight for all my comrades. I'm sorry, y'all.
I don't think Adidas is a good company.
I mean,
And
just
that's all I
You're a
have.
What the
libertarian.
fuck? They died for your
that's
shoes.
authoritarian.
My people.
But I'm left-leaning.
Wait, how are you a communist and anti-authoritarian?
Libertarian
And calm,
communist,
baby.
it's easy.
Communism
You
is
can't be communist. You don't
authoritarianism.
even dress like one.
I'm red right now, dude.
No, that's like a fucking maroon.
Oh, he dresses like one.
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
he's
just
Are you just gonna end the stream? Just
anything left of America is communist.
Iggy had an update. He has not had a change of heart, but I think
My guy, you let us on, dude.
Yeah, you fucking cut us. Dude.
We thought we had a new place.
Toaster Man recognizes me. I love Toaster Man.
Yo, I'm not really like a human being. That's what my dad tells me.
Real human.
So you're an abomination, and I wish you would die.
Exactly. So it's like Aya and Donovan are the people, and I'm a subhuman. So if I move in, it's just two people and one subhuman.
Nathan's a parasite.
Tell
He clings.
So it won't be a big problem,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
It'd be a big problem if there's 3 people moving in, but there's just 2 people moving in, one subhuman.
I count as one person, and Aya and Nathan combined form into one guy.
Couldn't one person just be considered a pet if you keep them on a leash?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not kept on a leash.
That's
I'm
some
like
BDSM
Naruto.
shit
I'm
right
a
there.
piece of
I'm not.
shit.
Yeah,
into
you
that.
have a cloth
I mean-
leash. You're a pet.
Mark,
Oh,
where did it go?
Bark.
Nathan, one more question.
Rough.
Before this ends.
Last question. How do you think I'm gonna do on Tekken Day? Considering I have no way to practice until the day of.
You can watch
Yo,
videos.
Flash Tekken. No, I'm just kidding. I think you're gonna kill it, dude. I think it's gonna be fucking great.
I think you'll
It might be a little harder since Chad and Sean aren't there, but I think you're gonna do great, dude. Death Fist, you killed me with fucking 3 Death Fists one round. That was sick.
Holy shit, you've done that?
Okay.
I'm gonna lose.
With that, fellas, hi, Nathan Russell.
Oh, Nathan Russell,
Bye.
what's up?
Shout outs to him,
We're
of course.
Shout outs
fucking
to
done.
Nathan Russell.
Nathan Russell, I love you, but fucking we're gonna piss off.
Yeah, like he's the 4th member of this crew, but like we're
Fourth
pissing off.
member.
Shout outs to all of y'all that were in chat.
Dude,
You can follow Chadwick at twitch.tv/Chadwick. He's currently hosting the stream. I'm very thankful for that. Matt is the best boy. Thank you all for tuning into this stream.
MattsFatCakes.org.
Matt's Fat Cakes.
Let's go.
Yo, don't sit on that floor, dude.
Now, goodbye,
Don't
everyone.
sit on that floor.
Thanks for tuning in.
Eat shit.
Watch out for the
live.
next
well,
episode
that's,
where we have Iggy on
This
or
cat's
something.
attacking me.
Bye.